right, hell yes. Happy Friday. What is up, LA? He is Doug McCain. I am Bill Reiter. This is DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. My man, what's up? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You got the trade deadline looming, the Dodgers in action, a lot going on. Big buzz today, man.
Let's get it. I can sense your lives from a distance now. You ready? Oh, yeah. I came out hot, baby. I came out hot.
I told you earlier this week that my wife literally was saying, I hate when he says that you lie.
That was a good imitation. I've never met her. Is that what she sounds like?
She sounds nothing like that.
You just did a Toy Story in the break and made a very similar voice for Bonnie.
That's right. I guess that's my default.
It's all good. You know how I can sense your lies from a distance?
Okay, what?
Because you told me, you promised me, you encouraged me. You created Jersey Friday, and this is the first Friday I've ever shown up here since you did that, DMAC, my partner, the person I trusted. And I was at the closet today. I was hanging out. I was chilling. I was trying to figure it out. And I went to get a jersey, and I could actually sense the lie in the universe. I knew you weren't going to wear a jersey, and so I put a black T-shirt on.
Look, today,
and you're not in a jersey. People can't see you because the stream is.
I was going to switch to a jersey. I have a Rams jersey in the car, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. So here's the thing. It's an Aaron Donald jersey. Is it
always in the car?
No. Yeah, it's been there for a while. It's been there for a while.
It's not a Bill Reiter. Right?
And it's let's just put it this way.
Talk to me.
I did go look at it, and it's a little extra medium, a little on the tighter side.
Little Schmeeds?
A little Schmeeds. So
I
did that Rams hit for our friends over at KNX, so it kind of sent me back. So like, let's roll with the black button.
Whoa. Do not blame James and KNX for your lies.
Sorry.
James
so that's why I didn't
is a
switch. And I didn't see you in it too. Okay, next Friday.
He's a truth teller.
He is. How about
you're Doug McCain.
Next Friday, we will have next Friday, Jersey Friday, we'll be back. And if I need to, I will be wearing hopefully a Dodgers Tarek Skubal jersey. Even if it's not an official one, I'll make it myself. But that's what I'll have to do if they find a way to get that deal done.
Here is a true statement. Here is an absolutely true statement with no lies that can be detected. Our phone number is 855-97-LA-FAN. 855-97-LA-FAN. If you want to give us a shout. I already also warned you about this. I got a call today from one of the trades, one of the places and folks who I respect who covers sort of sports media and interviewed me a bunch. And I said so many nice things about you that I meant that I have to be mean throughout the show. It's the dude sort of guy correction rule, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You've been there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, finally someone's got some good taste. So you definitely said some nice things about me. I feel like that's the truth. In
a week or two when this thing comes out and I have to read the nice things I said about you, which are all true, by the way.
I was wondering when people would start noticing.
That day's going to be real mean. Don't you not to tune in to that day. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming up on the show. Obviously, we are on Tarek Skubal alert. Monday is the MLB trade deadline. The anticipation and expectation is the Dodgers probably land Detroit's ace, but we don't know yet. There is a worry, and Doug has been at the forefront of pushing this and explaining it and letting you know this was something before it became the sort of zeitgeist out there. Got to watch out for Milwaukee. Got to watch out for the Yankees. The Dodgers need to get Skubals about the Dodgers and also about someone else not doing it and sort of competing against us in the postseason. So, of course, the moment that news comes down, if it comes down while we are on the air, we have you covered. We're doing a new segment this week called the A-Hole of the Week, which is very exciting. Stay tuned for that. We've got an Untouchables segment of sort of on the other end. If Friedman gets called, and you're going to play Andrew Friedman. Same charisma, same riz, same deal, same charm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I should wear my quarter zip. That's a good point. I should just came full bro? Andrew Friedman. That's right.
If we actually were smart enough, because we knew we were going to do this, to say you're not just Friedman in the bit in an hour. You should dress like Friedman. Would you and could you do that?
I could. Some khakis. He wears the on-cloud shoes, I believe, these days. He also wears a lot of Jordan 1s like you. You're a Jordan 1 low guy. So throw some of those on. Nice little Dodgers quarter zip, the big smile.
You go shoes. Like, you get into the role. You're a method actor.
You got to go full-blown.
You're a method actor.
Yes.
So we're gonna do some of that content. There is some interesting there's some conversations out there about what Skubal means for a lockout and the duration of a lockout. And I found something that's really interesting, and I think it's really nuanced, and so we're going to get into that. We'll hear from the sounds of training camps across Southern California in the National Football League. Brock had something really interesting to say, though. I was listening to the guys a lot on the drive in. They were awesome, as they always are. Something really smart on Puka that I think is sort of builds on what we talked about yesterday. We'll do that. NFL report, Friday 5 at 5, all kinds of fun stuff. Another really good day, Doug, for the Dodgers. Win the series, win the game 6-2. Roki was an absolute baller. A little bit of a struggle at the end, but not enough for it to matter. Standing ovation on the way out. Dalton, you call him crushing with a 3-run homer in the 4th. And Diaz was back in there, second day in a row. The return looked a lot sharper, also got the save. Feels like a pretty good Friday for the Dodgers as we await MLB trade deadline news.
Absolutely. Stacked a dub against the Mariners. Like you said, the offense came alive. Another good night for Andy Pages. Teoscar went deep. Our guy Dalton crushing, who did not have his career ended by that moment that he had with Shohei Ohtani in Chicago. So he's continued to thrive, get more valuable experience. But really, big takeaway last night, another strong start for Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki pitched well again, battled his way through 5 1/3 innings, had 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 90 pitches. Dave did say after the game he had some cramps in his legs in the 6th inning. But the thing about Roki Sasaki is he's really starting to prove those doubters wrong. He's really starting to prove those naysayers that said that he couldn't find a third pitch.
Jeff
that he couldn't.
No, excuse me,
Jeff Passett.
I love Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff's busy trying to break the Skubal news.
I think I'm starting to get the confidence to say,
see it.
Jeff Passett,
you're 2 buttons
come
down.
on, Jeff. Oh,
no, don't.
Oh, wow, these buttons are a little
do
low.
it. You MacGyver.
Wow, feeling like Bursch letting the chest meat out.
Bursch does like to let the
Yeah, he
chest
does.
meet, you know? Talk
He
to me.
does.
Go, what's up? Bursch.
But
He's bursting at the seams.
He is, absolutely. There we go. But the thing about Roki Sasaki is last night we saw that splitter. It was his best pitch. He had a 125 pro stuff plus, which is very good. Averaged 91.1 miles per hour. And I got 10 whiffs on 37 tries. And that's the big difference between Roki Sasaki now and the Roki Sasaki at the beginning of the season is he's not just a fastball, forkball, and maybe sometimes slider pitcher. He truly has 4 pitches. He has confidence. He's got this big glove that he's using now that's helping him not tip pitches.
I do like
they got a weapon, dude.
Do you want to hear Dave Roberts on the guy?
Yeah.
Dave Roberts, like Doug McCain, knows Roki better than almost anyone on the planet and was also pondering and pontificating on Roki so far in the second half. I got your back. I know you've been misrepresenting me to the audience and you've been going at me with your buddies in the chat, but I'm going to say it for you. You better back off, Dave Roberts. It is the glove. DMAC said so. It's part of the deal.
Hey, look, the bottom line, since he changed his glove, it's been a better version of Roki, but this is exactly what the Dodgers were hoping from him in his second year. Not just going out there and having success, but doing it in a way where it looks like there's a path and a sustainability because he's not just a 2-pitch pitcher. He's not someone that people are saying, oh, let's throw Roki in the bullpen. In fact, I do remember that's something that you said early on.
Oh God, I knew you were going to miss. Did I?
You did say it's okay.
I said put Roki in the bullpen.
A lot of people
Fine.
did. A lot of people did because he had success.
I don't know that that's
out
accurate.
of the bullpen. It is accurate.
The thing is, you lie so often, it's actually hard for me to believe you. Like this,
you're assassinating my character.
You're assassinating my takes.
But
wait, did I say that? That's fine. I don't remember.
Yeah, you were pushing for him to go to the bullpen just because a lot of Dodgers, people that watched this team last year in the postseason saw him dominate.
Oh,
he
I
was
remember.
great out of the pen.
No, you're absolutely right. I did.
Oh, guess what?
And I did say that, and you said, yeah, it might be time.
Not true. Not true at all. This is true. Crazy.
I'll own that mistake.
This is it.
I'll own that.
I was proud of you for a second for accepting that
I was wrong. I was totally wrong.
Said something.
I was
totally
totally
owned up
wrong.
to something you said, and then you flip it around and said that I said the same thing. Here's the thing about the Dodgers and Roki Sasaki.
I'm pretty persuasive.
Yeah.
I talked you into it. Yeah, like maybe you should stand by your guns a little more, but like that's not on you. That's on me for taking down the bad path a couple months ago.
Here's the thing, though. He was always going to end up in the bullpen at some point. A little bit. Okay. He was always going to end up in the bullpen at some point. It was just going to be a matter of, is he going to get the valuable experience, and he's gotten that this season.
And here's the thing, and I like it. You keep plucking single moments in time and representing them as my overall conversation on what's a very nuanced show here on DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports, and I'm here for it. I will say, I love Roki. I loved Roki before I met you. You, as you do for the entire audience, do a great job of framing the Dodgers in a way I don't think other people do. And you are almost always right, not on Ohtani, but on most things. And I think one of the things that I already knew it, I'd read it, but sort of explained to me, because we get to talk Dodgers every single day on and off the air, is their belief in Roki was so unequivocal, there being Friedman and company, and so separate and different in their analysis and their confidence and sort of their plan than the audience, than the fans, than me, than people watching, that you pointed out he's not going to the minors. That isn't going to happen. That was a Jeff Passan take, that they were going to let him develop at the major league level, whatever the sort of hiccups were, because they believed in the upside. And as we had conversations, I was with you, and we saw it yesterday. We saw not just what Roki can be, but why you listen to Andrew Friedman, why you let this organization operate the way that they operate. And Dalton Rushing said something that Roberts talked about, that you mentioned, and I'm with you. I think the glove is significant. Confidence is a thing. It is a reality. And in this, and you like the number. You're a Saber. You're down for the data. I'm down for the data. I think Saber metrics, I think analytics, they're crazy valuable. To me, I don't want to speak for you, Doug McCain, DMAC here on DMAC and Reiter, the psychology matters too. And we can't always, we had this LeBron talk, can't always weigh leadership, can't always weigh confidence, can't always weigh happiness. You can speculate if a Kyle Tucker looks happy or not. I don't have to speculate on Roki because we've seen him basically crying, right? So to see this dude being joyous, I think has to be in part connected to him hitting these levels the Dodgers knew were there.
Certainly. And I think that this is always going to be a process, right? Everyone's Tarik Skubal. Everyone thinks that he's the guy that could change the balance of power in Major League Baseball this year. Tarik Skubal, first couple years in the league, had similar numbers to Hiroki Sasaki.
I love that.
Clayton Kershaw, same way. A lot of guys early on in their career are going to have to figure some things out. But the very encouraging part about all of this is that everyone talks about Justin Robleski. Maybe Emmett Sheehan will still be on this team if they don't trade by the deadline. But if something were to happen to Shohei Ohtani where the knee does not give him the opportunity to make postseason starts, I think that Roki's stuff is good enough, it's big enough, it's effective enough to, if you're in a pinch, I would take Roki Sasaki as my Game 4 starter over a Justin Robleski, over an Emmett Sheehan.
Oh, me too.
Depending on how Tyler Glasnow looks, I might even take Roki Sasaki over Tyler Glasnow.
It's also form, right? I mean, we are looking at Roki at a moment that is showcasing what he can be down the line. He's also, it's not as if yesterday's start, 5 1/3, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks, but the only sort of blemishes there were at the end of the game, and his stuff was electric as it always is. And for folks, I know you all know this because you're Dodgers fans, and that's why you're on this, hanging out here on DMAC and Reiter. He also just stopped giving up 4 home runs a game. There were times where he gave up 5 hits, and 3 of them would be home runs. And so we're not just seeing what he can be. This has been a consistent reality of late. We're seeing, to your point, what he is. And so if it's the playoffs, based on form right now, I'm with you. You don't want to have him be the 4, but if you do, if it's today, you feel very, very, very good.
You do, because he's pitched in big games. He has these expectations for him. And you mentioned that. We talked about a lot during his struggles, right? Can he keep the ball in the yard? It's not just limiting the home runs, it's limiting the walks and hits before the home runs. Even in his start against the Mets, we gave up 1 run in 7 innings. That 1 run was a home run, but you didn't see the walks. You didn't see the hits. So we've seen this with Clayton Kershaw, right? If you can limit the walks, you can live with the solo shot. So I think that Roki's in a great spot. I think this is something that isn't getting talked about enough just because of all the buzz surrounding the trade deadline. It's pretty interesting. You mentioned the crying thing. Yesterday they showed him in the dugout a couple different times when Jack Dreyer came in and was pitching when some of his runners were on base. It almost looked like he was emotional or things like that. Had Jack Dreyer given up some runs, people would probably say, oh, Roki's back to crying again.
But better to cry over your bullpen than yourself.
Exactly. Here's the thing. If you cry, it just means you care, right? I think that Roki Sasaki is someone who he wants to be the best. I've said this a couple times. I mean, the number of times I've really had the hair on my neck stand up are looking up at the Sistine Chapel for the first time.
I can say you're back.
Hearing Bill Reiter do radio for the first time.
Oh, my God. Okay, the lies.
And then also when Andrew Friedman looked me in the eye and said that Roki Sasaki told us he thinks he can be the best pitcher on the planet, and we think he can be the best pitcher on the planet.
Talk to me, Jersey Friday. It's DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, the voice of LA Sports. I have a very quick non-sequitur. I'm going to take a hard left very quickly. John Boy Media, I'm sure you saw this. You saw, like, I think it was the Yankees game where they kept cutting to the kid crying.
I did, yeah.
You can't do that. You can't cut to the kids crying, can you?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know, man.
It's no crying in baseball.
There is crying in baseball.
It's no crying when your baseball team loses. Come on. It's all fair.
Okay.
That's a great memory for that kid, though, by the way.
You think so?
Yeah, give me on national TV. It'll be a funny story to tell one day.
Yeah, when all the kids make fun of him at school when he goes back.
If I'm a Yankee, too, I'm sending him an autographed jersey.
That's fair. No,
yeah.
That's
give
what
him a little
you make
bat.
it back. Do you want to rock a little? Do you want to give Rushing some flowers or Diaz some flowers here as we wait for the Skubal news and get to Skubal update in about 8 minutes?
So I think the biggest takeaway yesterday, other than a really good start from Roki Sasaki, was that was the Edwin Diaz that the Dodgers thought they were signing at the beginning of the season. I mean, he looked dominant. He looked confident. And with Edwin Diaz, you are getting someone that in a perfect world, the Dodgers don't have to get creative late in games. The response to him was electric with the trumpets and the narco playing. Edwin Diaz is exactly the guy he thinks he is, right? He thinks he's this big lockdown, lights-out closer.
Swagger.
And he went out there and did that. The
Belief.
movement on that slider, just that movement, it moved more than a military family. I mean, it was just
Why are you making fun of? You know how hard that is for military families?
They just moved a lot. They move a lot.
I know.
Yeah,
I've got some in the family.
So do I.
Why are you going? Why are you going? Why
It's not bad to move.
I don't.
It's great to move.
I don't know. It'd be hard, man. Say goodbye to your friends. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that part it can be hard, but
Yeah. Do you actually have any military families?
I do.
Then you know.
I do.
Okay.
Shout out to them. But yeah, Edwin Diaz making starts
Shout out to those guys.
in consecutive days was really huge. I mean, really.
Yeah, I agree.
To see him come back after surgery and look this good this early on, he looks like he's hungry too. He ended up having 2 strikeouts, gave up 1 hit, got that ground ball out through 18 pitches. The velocity was up. And for him to go on back-to-back games and execute perfectly, I think it's going to do a lot for this team because I know the Dodgers were at Clay Holmes's showcase, and there was only around 7, 8, 9 teams there. The Dodgers would not have been at Clay Holmes's showcase if they didn't have some questions about their bullpen because Clay Holmes, he's a former All-Star pitcher. He's someone that can start and go into the bullpen. So let's say Edwin Diaz has 2 rough appearances. Maybe they're saying, hey, maybe we do have to go get a Clay Holmes. Maybe we do have to get another bullpen piece.
Interesting.
So I think it was a really good 2-day audition just to see that, hey, Edwin Diaz is looking healthy. He's looking like he's got the feel for the slider and the fastball. And look, this is a guy, he came here to win a World Series. I remember talking to Edwin Diaz in the offseason, and it was a big deal to go from New York to L.A. to go to the Mets and to the Dodgers. But he came here because Kike Hernandez told him, hey, you come here, fans love you, you win a World Series, and I think that's something that teams like the Dodgers need is new blood that hasn't won before, right? Edwin Diaz has not won before, so I think that helps.
855-97 LA Fan, happy Friday. If you want to give us a call, we're also doing something different. We're going to do the A-hole of the week. We'll tell you kind of how that plays itself out, but in the same place where we usually do hero, we'll do heroes 4 days a week. We're going to do A-holes on Fridays. And so so we need some nominees. I've got some. Doug's got some. We're going to get some from Birch. We're going to get some from Sammy. But you are a part of that, too. So if you have someone in the sports world, Southern California or beyond, who you think should be nominated to be the DMAC and Reiter inaugural, starting A-hole of the week, hit us up on the stream in the comments on YouTube at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. You can also throw it over on X at DMAC_LA, at Sports Writer, or just at The Fan LA. Same spot. We'll get it there. Or call. You can go on the air or just give the name to Birch if you want. 855-97-LA Fan, 855-97-LA Fan. I know I keep saying this, kind of a broken record here, but I like watching people struggle who then succeed. I'm a huge believer that leveling up in anything in life comes with some serious failures. And I know that failure breaks some people, and people get broken, and there are broken people out there. I got it. I understand. I've seen it. But I think the Dalton Rushing Ohtani sort of drama we saw from 3-4 weeks ago was real. And the fact that Rushing has just gotten back to playing at a confident level, really, really important. That 3-run home run is not a direct result of him having a conflagration with Shohei Ohtani, but the fact that he's just playing baseball at this level when that happened, and some guys would struggle with that. Very, very cool to, I think, remind people about coming off days where he, again, big bat, big swing, big moment.
This says a lot about Dalton Rushing, his character, the way he's been able to not just deal with this from an emotional standpoint, but he's someone that's kind of going through the ups and downs of a big league season himself. He's someone that was struggling at the plate for weeks too, but you're seeing Dalton Rushing get back to what he does best, and that is he can slug with the best of them. I truly believe that Dalton Rushing in his future has a couple of all-star teams in him, and what makes him unique is that power, right? I mean, I dubbed him Dalton Crushing for a reason.
You came up with that.
I did.
That's your trademark.
That's my trademark.
It's
awesome. A DMAC original, baby. But 820 OPS, 12 home runs. Sorry.
Oh, no, I like. Don't be sorry. I'm done.
I mean, think about this. And a bigger picture here, too, is guys like Dalton Rushing, I think they're in that Eric Lauer boat, right? The guys that the Jack Dryers, even the Emmett Sheehan's, the Justin Robleskis, even the Andy Pages, Bill. Think about how many players that have outperformed their preseason expectations that have led to the Dodgers getting the record they have, which is the best record in baseball. He has 12 home runs. Kyle Tucker is less than 10.
Jeff Passan making the rounds, doing his job, obviously the guy for Major League Baseball news and information at ESPN. He's the guy anywhere. Has been talking about Skubal and where he's going to go, and we're all waiting on the news. And obviously, Passan can't break that news until Detroit figures out where. I don't think it's if anymore, but if and where they're sending him. One of the things Passan said today on one of the clips that reminds me of what you said with Paz and Dalton and Rushing was, look, the Dodgers have money, but there's this misconception and there's this sort of error in perspective that the Dodgers only win because of money. They have money and they do baseball better than anyone else, and they win at the margins and and to your point, guys like Paz and guys like Rushing. And speaking here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports on this Friday, happy Friday, Southern California. We are anticipating a hoped for Skubal to the Dodgers trade. It's not done. We'll let you know when it's done. We'll let you know if he gets moved and where he gets moved. And we know that DMAC has been very high on sort of this happening for a lot of reasons. There is a world, though, where it goes a different direction, where it doesn't happen the way that it's supposed to, where there's another Skubal outcome. And our guy, Doug McCain, going to walk us all through the 5 worst possible Skubal realities that could take place between now and Monday. You don't have to wait till Monday. That magic is next here on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. He's Doug McCain. I am Bill Reiter. And remember, we are going to answer any questions you have from the chat over on YouTube at The Fan LA, at at 5:30. Do a mailbag there. Drop them in. Sammy will grab them. Birch will grab them. Anything you want to ask, not even a question, just anything you've got on your mind or a take or a perspective. And of course, if you're listening on the FM or the only sports talk radio station on the FM dial in Southern California, you can do the exact same thing whenever the hell you want to at 855-97-LA-FAN, 855-97-LA-FAN. Smash the first possible Skubal outcomes between now and Monday's MLB trade deadline.
The San Diego Padres. Yes.
Boo.
You can boo the Padres, the sad Rays,
Burke.
the San Diego fraud Rays, but say what you want about San Diego. Say what you want about the Padres. AJ Preller would trade his kids. He would trade his wife to get a player he thinks could help in a World Series. He would trade them for Tarek Skubal. Now, they don't have the farm system that the Dodgers
Daddy,
have.
I don't want to move to Detroit. We'll visit in the winter.
Exactly. Daddy, please. Nope. We'll see you at the parade. We'll get you a ticket. I'll wave you from the float. But they got Michael King, who's a starting pitcher. They have Walker Buehler. If you added Tarek Skubal and that team got hot and they played a lot better of late, you have Mason Miller. The Padres are just a dangerous team anytime they get on a wave. And the thing about the Padres would be this. If you would face the Dodgers, it would not most likely come in the NLCS. It would come in the NLDS. You would face them in the division series. So just imagine seeing Skubal or King in a short series when the Padres have nothing to lose, when the Padres have their World Series ahead of them. They want to have those parades down at Gaslamp. Anytime they play the Dodgers, it's their World Series. So the Padres are a team I would hate to see you get Tarek Skubal too, because if Skubal is interested in signing with the Dodgers long-term, maybe he wants to live on the West Coast, maybe he wants to live in California, maybe the Padres could find a way to get a deal done. So Padres, I know no one's going to be saying this. For me, though, they're at number 5.
I actually respect the hell out of it, and A.J. Preller, I will add, in his desperation, as you pointed out, is the kind of person who might push a market to a place that's stupid, because sometimes he does things out of ambition that maybe not the smartest moves on the face of the earth.
The Atlanta Braves. So the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers, they've had so many battles in the postseason. Go back to 2020 when the Dodgers came back in that NLCS. 2021, the Dodgers got knocked out by the Braves. Max Fried had the case of dead arm. Walker Buehler got roughed up on the road. These two franchises have battled for years. And if the Atlanta Braves and Alex Anthopoulos makes a big move for Tarek Skubal, you would have Chris Sale, you would have Tarek Skubal in the same rotation. The Braves have won World Series titles in the past. They're a franchise that has Ronald Acuna Jr., lots of talent. If the Braves would sneak in and get Tarek Skubal, we're talking about the National League. And that's a part of it here, too, is these National League opponents. If Milwaukee holds on, has the best record, you could be talking about facing the Braves or the Padres in a 5-game series. This is baseball we're talking about. As great as your roster is, as stacked as your roster is, anything can happen in a 5-game series. That's why Skubal going to one of these National League opponents could be so terrifying. I do not want to see him in Atlanta.
Happy Friday. Thank you for hanging out. Smash the like button if you're over on the YouTube stream at The Fan LA. You can also call us 855-97-LA-FAN. It is DMAC and Reiter, and we are counting down the best, number 1, Dodger expert on the planet's 5 worst possible Skubal outcomes between now and Monday's MLB trade deadline.
Number 3.
The Milwaukee Brewers. I bet you're surprised by that, right? I have the Brewers as 3, not at 2, not at 1.
I thought they'd be higher.
And the reason why, the Brewers don't win World Series titles.
Oh, wow.
The Brewers have never won one in their franchise existence. We're talking 58 years of 0 World Series titles. And also, too, even though you got a formidable
Can we send
rotation.
Do we have an Odyssey in Milwaukee? I don't know.
I think we could.
Should know.
Come see me, Milwaukee.
Little radio war.
But even though Jacob Mizorowski is the best pitcher on the planet as far as how dominant he can be, how explosive his stuff is, I still need to see him be healthy when October rolls around. The Miz has been great, but let's not forget, he's still an extremely young pitcher. Jacob Mizorowski is in his age 24 season. This year, he leads Major League Baseball with a 1.58 ERA, 185 strikeouts, has also already made 20 starts this season. He's already pitched 120 innings this year. His previous high was 66. Is he still going to be the Jacob Mizorowski that this is showing this dominance late in the year? I have my questions about that. And too, offensively, they don't have those superstars. They don't have those big, potent MVP bats. So even if the Dodgers were going to take on the Brewers, too, another factor here is it would possibly be in the NLCS in a 7-game series. So even if you had Mizorowski, even if you had Jacob Mizorowski and Tarek Skubal and Kyle Harrison, yes, it would be scary. Yes, it would keep me up at night. Yes, I would be a little terrified.
But better sample size benefits the Dodgers.
It does, because it's a 7-game series. The better team has a better chance to win.
Wait, I'm sorry. 7 games is a bigger sample size than 5 games. DMAC.
You're getting so good at math. I'm impressed.
Learning from the almost
Number 2.
from the best.
Number 2.
Talk to me, guy.
The New York Yankees.
Really?
The Yankees.
I don't have this.
Oh, the Yankees. Can you imagine?
Every one of these should be in the National League.
I disagree, because the Yankees are a team that a few years ago.
From the American League?
A few years ago, the Pinstripes almost beat the Dodgers, even though it was a 5-game series. If the Dodgers did not come back and win in Game 5, they really had no answers for their rotation because they had used Walker Buehler. The Yankees had a ton of momentum. And if you look at that rotation, Cam Schlittler, you got Garrett Cole, Max Fried. You're talking about bona fide aces across the board. That is a terrifying rotation.
Got to get there.
You still got Aaron Judge. You still have to get there for sure. And they're not even in first place in their division. You probably notice that I have not mentioned the Tampa Bay Rays yet, because I'm not the biggest believer in the Rays. The Yankees are that one team that, from a talent, position-by-position standpoint, you've got guys on the Yankees that would start over some guys on the Dodgers, right? Aaron Judge, when he's right, is the best hitter in all of Major League Baseball. If you threw Tarek Skubal on that team, don't forget, Cody Bellinger is one of the better postseason performers. You still got a lot of talent on that team. They're due. It's the New York Yankees. They've been sitting on 27 World Series for a long time.
It's due, huh?
Haven't won one since 2009. So, hey,
right.
Yankees, if they get Skubal, they'd be a problem.
Number 1.
I like being able to point. Can I just?
I'm doing like the hockey.
Number 1.
It's like the hockey assist. I tell you to point, then you point.
Number 1.
Oh, it's a hockey assist.
Yeah, little numero uno here though.
Cool.
The Philadelphia Phillies. I hate Philly. I hate the teams that play in Philly. I hate the fact that LeBron's on the 76ers. And I would hate the fact that Tarek Skubal could join the Phillies, because the Phillies are a team that, when you look at that rotation, you got Christopher Sanchez. We talked about him as a potential Cy Young winner for most of this season. Zach Wheeler is a great postseason pitcher. Jesus Luzardo. You still have Bryce Harper. And the thing about the Phillies, too, is that their window is close to shutting. They need to act fast. They need to find a way to get to the World Series and win a World Series with Bryce Harper. And let's not forget, this time last year, it was the Phillies and the Dodgers who are the 2 best teams in all of Major League Baseball. I said it last year. A lot of people felt that way too, that whoever won the NLDS last year between the Phillies and the Dodgers was going to go on to win the World Series. Last year, the Dodgers went on the road and were able to take 2 games in Philly, and they found a way to win that series in 4 games. But that 4th game of that series, Ha-Seong Kim scored the game-winning run. Orion Kerkering totally choked in that situation. The Dodgers ended up winning. If they lose that game, they go back to Philly, and Philly possibly wins that Game 5, has a good chance to win that Game 5, and they're probably the reigning World Series champion. So I could see the Phillies going all in for Skubal.
I think that's crazy.
They're the best team. You think it's crazy?
That you don't have the Brewers at number 1, I think.
Oh, it's the Phillies.
Crazy.
It is the Phillies.
I think it's crazy. I'm trying to follow the logic. I'm not arguing. I just...
Okay.
Aren't the Brewers there for due? Didn't you do like their due argument? They're due?
The difference here, though, is if you look at where the Brewers are at as a team, yes, really good team. The Phillies have better high upside talent. You got the Bryce Harpers. You got the Trey Turners.
But you also have a world where the 2 best pitchers in a series are not on the Dodgers, starting pitchers, which is like, there's no other team in baseball, if you add Skubal to the mix, where that's Garrett. It might be a lock, dude.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
No, am I allowed to argue?
No, just play.
Wow, what show am I on?
No, I'm down.
Did I go to the wrong time? So
But, hey, hear me out. Hear me out, and I'll tell you why.
I thought I did for 12 minutes, and I really enjoyed every ounce of it.
The reason why.
Hey, here's my 2 cents. Shut up! Oh, sorry, dude.
The reason why.
You're not Doug!
You can make a case.
I
You
tried
can
to.
make the
But I
case that
won't.
the Brewers are the better team.
Am I the a-hole of the week for speaking on the show? Wait, why is my name off the show?
Because of. But here's the thing.
DMAC, presented by DTLA.
But here, Bill.
Yes, Doug.
I don't trust my main points for why I have the Phillies over the Brewers is because the Brewers have Jacob Mizorowski in his second year, has never pitched over 120 innings at the big league level, is someone that
I heard that was good. That was a really good point.
and also too, if you're gonna play the Brewers, it's most likely going to come in a 7-game series in the NLCS.
I heard that too. That's also a great point.
That's why the Phillies have better talent. I mean, look at who's the best.
Wait, Tom. I just want to understand. You think it's? I love your list. You think it's unreasonable that I would put the Brewers at 1 on the list?
I don't think it's unreasonable.
Oh, I thought that.
I don't think it's unreasonable, but I would prefer the list that I made.
No, right. No, yours was
But-
like. I mean, can we play? You can clip it.
feel-
We'll clip it for the next segment. What are your own list? If I did, I would be doing my own list. I wanted your list.
Just having some fun. But here's the thing.
I like it.
Look at the best hitters on the Brewers, right?
No.
Jake Bowers,
kidding, I will.
Bryce Terang,
Okay.
Jackson Chourio. I mean, William Contreras.
Do those guys have watches?
These are guys that, I mean, their best hitter, I mean, Andrew Vaughn and Jake Bowers, their best hitters are nowhere near the best hitters on the Phillies,
You know,
right?
they can clock the ball quite like the Dodgers.
I don't. And we saw the Dodgers sweep this team last year, too. So that's the thing. The Dodgers, they made light work of that Brewers team. Even though they had Jacob Mizorowski, they had to go on the road. The Dodgers had more difficulty with the Phillies last year in the DS than they did with the Brewers in the CS. And look,
Things do
big
change.
talent wins.
Okay.
Things do change.
I'm just trying to talk all sports.
I feel like you disrespect the Yankees, too.
I don't have any respect for the Yankees.
Yeah?
Yeah. Period. I'll give you that list later.
Hey, look. Was that?
No, talk to me.
No, so the other thing, too, about all this as well is that
That's a nice watch.
the way that things, and it's time to keep talking about how Skubal is going to impact things. And
Is it?
And I will say this is
Yeah.
the way that the Phillies line up depth-wise, if it's a longer series, I actually like the back ends of their bullpen in the back. Think about this. You got Johan Duran, right? You got Johan Duran, a guy that when the Phillies went and got him last year, you can make the case that he was as good, if not better, than Mason Miller at times. So they have a dominant closer too. Citizens Bank Park in Philly is a tough place to play. I'm telling you, if Tarek Skubal goes to the Phillies, they will skyrocket as far as their odds to win.
I'll tell you something. They clocked the ball, your watch. I was just trying to get the time to go. Yeah, I was just...
This is the best one for me.
No, I know, but I tried to talk and you told me to shut up, so I didn't want to give you instruction. My feelings were hurt. I was a little scared, you know.
Sorry.
Can I go to break? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Okay, it's your show. DMAC and Reiter here on the 97.1 Fan, the voice of LA Sports. In interesting news, not related, it is time to unveil a new segment. The A-hole of the week begins next on DMAC and Reiter. back. Radio Savant. I'm Bill Reiter trying to keep up. It's DMAC and Reiter. Presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan. The voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. We will 100% let you know if we find out anything about the Skubal would-be trade. You're funny, dude. You're a funny guy all the way around. The whole deal.
Crazy, dude.
You can listen, of course, on the FM 97.1. Please program that into the car if that's where you're listening right now. You can always call us 855-97-LA-FAN, and we have a stream. We have a community that we're building there. You can certainly be a part of that. If you're away from the radio, at The Fan LA, on YouTube, at The Fan LA, smash that like button, get in that comment section. All right, so we're doing a new segment today. I'm really excited. So here's how it works. It is the A-hole of the week. Doug and I and the whole crew, and you, if you want to contribute wherever you're communicating with the show, nominate A-holes of the week from the sports world, mostly Southern California. It can be anywhere. And then over the next 3 hours, we're going to try to convince, I guess we're going to rotate who decides at the end who is the A-hole of the week. I guess Doug was gracious enough to say I could decide this week. So Doug's going to try to sell me on the list. Burr's going to try to sell me on the list. Sam will try to sell me on the list. You can in the comments. We can throw up a poll that won't be binding. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the show, last segment, we will let whoever it is that is the A-hole of the week know that they are, in fact, the A-hole of the week. And at the end of the year, we'll have an A-hole of the year, but you have to have been an A-hole of the week in order to win that prestigious award for being a, metaphorical piece of what. Okay, so here we go. So we're doing nominees for A-hole of the week. You ready?
We've been looking forward to this day for so long.
I'm going to nominate, this is not local, but I'm going to nominate the head of FIFA, Infantino, who tried to sell the World Cup, who's had a total revolt. It's not going well. There's talk about a boycott of basically the World Cup by the European countries who are hosting next time around. There's a lot of details on this, but he is absolutely, for me, and as a front runner, he feels like a front runner, nominated. Was it Gianno? I can't speak Italian. Infantino is the A-hole of the week, first ever nominee.
First ever. Okay, I'm going with former Dodger, current Padre, Manny Mafrado. Check that,
Always
Manny Machado. Manny Machado called out reporters yesterday down in San Diego, and he said, quote, "I think all of you guys, not fans, for you guys watching, reporters in front of me. I don't think you guys saw us doing this or getting here, but here we are. I think we're going to finish off strong as a group." And if you heard the way he was condescending and talking to these reporters, that is why you can never win a World Series if Manny Machado is your clubhouse leader, if he's your best player, because he cares about things that aren't important. He always focuses on the wrong things. He's never been good in the postseason. I call him baseball's version of James Harden. He's a regular season all-star. Postseason rolls around, can't handle the spotlight. So Manny Machado, he's my first A-hole of the week nominee.
I'm going to nominate Trevor Bauer. I don't know if you saw this, but he did an interview where he basically took shots at the Dodgers. I don't ever want to bring that guy's name up, but I will say keep the Dodgers name out your mouth. And since we're doing this segment, the A-hole of the week, first ever here on DMAC and Reiter, Trevor Bauer is nominated.
I'm going with Tony.
Machado's a good one, dude.
Yeah, Machado, he'll definitely finish probably high on that all-timer list, depending on how that season goes. But I'm going with Tony Romo. Tony Romo, this week that he's had, Tony Romo spent years avoiding interceptions, and then he threw away his CBS job on a traffic stop. I mean, he went from calling games and calling plays to now he has to call his DUI lawyer. I think if I'm Tony Romo and I see all these memes and I see all of these different tweets making fun of him, look, you are a millionaire. You are a guy that I think the contract's $72 million to call football games, and you throw it all away. Get a driver, dude. Get an Uber, dude. I mean, Tony Romo, never been a big fan of his in general, but I can't believe that, man. Dude, through interceptions in his career now, has fumbled his broadcasting career on a bad decision.
It's a great one, dude. I'm going to give this one. I'm not going to give as much context because we hit this hardcore yesterday or the day before, but if you're interested in sort of me explaining why, Shams and Rich Paul teaming up for the DMAC and Reiter A-hole of the week. Don't go on the podcast and do, my morals, I couldn't break a story that was off the record with the guy that you were supposed to call and ask if the off the record the information was true. That's how journalism works. So Shams and Rich Paul either lied to you, my guess, or Shams doesn't know how to break news, which I don't know, based on evidence and the wealth that he's probably created through an excellent sort of career, probably ain't the case. So Shams and Rich Paul nominated for DMAC and Reiter A-hole of the week. I was just thinking, I'm not sure everyone would love this. I was just thinking, not everyone would do this segment.
I love it. Okay, so this one, this is a little different.
Okay.
You know me. I like to talk about the big names and the real athletes and everything that's going on. I'm going a little more personal with this one. Some more real life with this one.
Okay.
You ready?
Can I just do a quick... No, you go. Sorry.
No, bang it out. Bang it out.
I think we should have a rule we don't nominate each other, ever.
I could see you doing me, let's be honest.
I think that's a rule.
Okay. How about Bursch?
Bursch is totally on limits.
Bursch is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Bursch better watch himself.
Okay, so I am nominating this person, this user specifically, but also just the overall idea.
Okay.
The A-hole of the week is burner accounts, okay? 97.1 The Fan, they posted a clip of your bit when you were on with Cody Decker and Derek Fisher.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Really the segment seen around the world, right? You guys got into a heated discussion.
It was
great, awesome, entertaining.
Yeah.
And there was someone named Magic Pants at Calix Cant.
Oh, I remember this.
And it says, that curly-headed nerd is trying too hard, bro. Don't you take a shot at my guy, Bill Reiter. He's the truth in sports radio. He's a guy that's never going to pull punches, always going to say what he feels, never is making up stuff for clicks and takes and things like that. Always speaking from the heart. And here's the thing, too. Burner accounts in general are just lame. I mean, some people don't have
loser.
It's a thing.
Put your name on it.
Put your name on it, bro.
Also, Magic Pants, do you think that person probably has a lot of insecurity about whatever's in their pants?
I think there's probably some of that, too.
Pants?
That's the thing, too. I mean, some people don't have
Yeah. It's a tell.
And here's the thing, too. Like, just show your real face. Whoever that is, say it with your chest. Some people don't have a spine. They have a username and a password, okay? Say it with your chest. Don't duck Bill Reiter. If you have something to say about Bill Reiter, say it to his face. If you're going to tweet about him, tweet from your real account. So, hey, whoever that was, whatever burner account, whatever that was, hey, all the smoke, baby. He wants it all, and he's not afraid of you, so you shouldn't be afraid of him. Yeah, maybe you should be afraid of him, actually.
Magic Pants. Like, okay, I'm going to stop. Bursch and or Sammy, we throw up the $4 if you guys want. Any other group nominees in there for the, I like this segment, for the DMAC and Reiter A-hole of the week?
Can I throw in the Dodgers are ruining baseball crowd as a whole?
Yeah. Oh, good. These are good.
Yeah. Now with, of course, the rumors heavy with Tarek Skubal. There's a lot of people coming out of the woodwork, as usual, pointing out their take that the Dodgers are bringing down baseball, that the Dodgers are going to bring the lockout about because of the way they're collecting stars. Yeah, you know what? Sucks to suck.
We only have a minute. Sucks to suck is a good. You know who's not nominated is Bursch, at least this week. Can we throw up the $4? Does Sammy have any that she wants to pass on to you, Bursch? We're gonna get that microphone fixed and get Sammy on there.
No, but
she's so nice.
we'll throw in some more to vouch for Tony Romo, as I know that was a nomination, and of course we are trying to influence you.
I'm the jury today.
Yes,
I'm the judge.
Yes. I think Tony Romo is a great nominee because don't drive drunk, people.
You have 3 hours to sort of sell me on Infantino, Trevor Bauer, Shams and Rich Paul,
burner
Manny
accounts,
Machado, Tony Romo. Magic Pants.
Needing a fake identity to use 280 characters, man. That's not fire. That's basically internet witness protection, dude. I hate that.
Here are my 4 sort of like feeling like leaders in the clubhouse: Machado, Romo, Magic Pants, and Dodgers crowd saying that the Dodgers are ruining baseball. But I can be convinced. We are going to get into the untouchable Dodgers for Andrew Friedman via DMAC next on DMAC and Reiter. Happy Friday, LA. Welcome back into the show. He's Doug McCain. I'm Bill Reiter. And that makes this DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Tax Center Injury. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. All right, so we had earlier we did a 5 worst places outcomes for Tarek Skubal, and you thought that you were really nice to me when I tried to comment, and I thought maybe you were telling me to shut my mouth. And luckily we have tape, so let's just listen to it.
Do you want to give me your top 5? That's so taken out of context. It's hilarious. Sure? Yeah, I really am genuinely interested what your top 5 would have been, and that top 5 is the top 5 worst outcomes for Tarek Skubal. Teams that he could go to that could hurt the Dodgers' World Series chances because you're so passionate about the Brewers.
Is Skubal... That was really funny. At the end there, it was good. If Skubal hasn't been traded by Showtime Monday, I'll do it Monday.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Sounds good.
Are you sure? Because you just made it look like, oh, I should.
Let me hear your list.
Be careful what you ask for.
I was a little aggressive there. Okay. After hearing it, I was more aggressive than I thought I originally was. And for that, I do not apologize. I never will for anyone.
I love that. Let's hear it again.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
You were so mad.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
Speak? I almost made a vicious joke to you, but I'm glad I did. Nope, I can't do it on the air. You don't want it. I promise you.
That's the thing that you do that pisses me off the most. I really hate when you do that.
I can say it. I don't think you want me to.
Do it.
This isn't Dodgers Nation.
Come on.
I mean, that's...
I told you. Okay. I should have heeded the warning.
I tried to.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's why my face. Yeah. It's DMAC and Reiter.
Let's go, baby.
There is a Reiter in there. I checked. I looked in the break here on the new 97 on the
Don't
fan.
poke the bear, I guess.
The voice of LA Sports. All right. We are really excited about this segment. So I've got a list of basically every Dodger. So obviously we're all waiting for the trade. The trade deadline is 3:00 our time on Monday, and we will have you covered, by the way, live reaction, Doug's analysis, our sort of feelings as moves happen. But the big prize, the big name out there is obviously Detroit Tigers ace Tarek Skubal. The expectation from Jeff Passan and everyone, in fairness to Doug was the first to say this would happen, is that Skubal is going to be traded, is going to be moved. The betting markets say it's probably the Dodgers, but it may or may not be. But it works the other way too, right? Freeman can call about Skubal. People can call Andrew Friedman, the president of baseball operations for the Dodgers, about anybody on the Dodgers team. He can say, let's talk. He can say, he can hang up the phone. So we've got sort of some categories. Doug is going to be Doug Andrew Friedman McCain over here. It's DMAC Friedman time. And we are going to give you the touchable or untouchable DMAC Friedman list. All right, you ready?
I am.
Phone rings. Ring-a-ring-a-ling-ling-ling. Ring-a-ring-a-ding-ding-ding. You want to answer?
Ooh, what area code is this? Is this a Detroit area code? Or well, hello, Andrew Friedman here.
Here's the first name that we're asking about. Shohei Ohtani.
Disney would trade Mickey Mouse before we would trade Shohei Ohtani. Literally. Superman.
Your own face!
No, I'm hanging up the phone. I'm cutting the cord.
Okay. What was that? Can I just hear the response again?
Literally. Your own face!
Tyler, so you've got the cat. Do you have the categories?
I don't think I have my thing.
Do you want? Here you go. You know what?
There we go.
Gotcha. Always. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Told you. Tyler Glass now.
Give it a try.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay. Dalton Rushing.
Friedman would listen.
This is where the fun begins.
Freeman would listen.
I think so. They got Will Smith under contract for a long time. He's a catcher. He wants to catch. For the right player, for the right prospects, for the right win-now talent, I certainly think he would.
To your exact point, for people listening, you've covered Major League Baseball and other sports, but MLB at the highest level, covering the Dodgers. I've covered the NBA. You can have conversations. Doesn't mean you're trading somebody. All right. Emmett Sheehan.
Absolutely.
Take it! It's yours!
Poor Emmett Sheehan. Absolutely is great.
That's cold.
Mookie Betts.
They're not available.
That's a big H-E-L-L-N-A-H.
Too big.
Wow.
He's a part of our culture. He's an above-average shortstop. This guy is going to the Hall of Fame as a Dodger.
So that you're not doing the you're not hanging up in an F word.
Literally. Your own face!
But you are politely hanging up.
I'm politely hanging up.
And
saying
quickly.
They're not available. If there was something that would really blow my mind, I might, right before I hang up, say, what was that? But for right now, He's Mookie Betts. He's a big part of this Dodgers team, big part of the culture. Still a good player. Still has a role in this team. They're not available.
It is DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. But right now, it is not DMAC. It is DMAC Friedman. He is Andrew Friedman meets Doug McCain. He's telling us the response from DMAC Friedman from the Dodgers, if he were in fact Andrew Friedman, as people can and might call about various Dodgers names as the MLB trade deadline approaches at 3 o'clock on Monday. Next up, Alex Call.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
It's really funny, Bursch. Here's this one. I'm very interested in your perspective here, DMAC Friedman. Andy Pages.
Give it a try.
Well, we're waiting.
Yeah. Who would you be more inclined? I mean, obviously it's sort of price dependent, but if you were weighing the well I'm waiting between Pages and rushing.
I think that because Pages has a very specific role, finding a really, really good defensive center fielder that can hit is not easy. I think he's an all-star too. Still under a lot of team control like rushing, but if they had to pick between the two, they're keeping Pages all day.
He did fall down yesterday.
Yeah.
But you know what you do? Batman taught me this. You get back up.
Sir.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah.
So again, someone's calling you.
Someone's calling me.
That means-
I'm Andrew Friedman.
That means they're interested in all the details, contract, whatever, health, whatever. Kyle Tucker.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's yours.
If there was a team...
You play it again.
Take it. It's yours.
No words have ever been more truly spoken than those words about Kyle Tucker. One more time.
Take it. It's yours.
I'll drive him to the airport.
Yeah, you will.
I'll go get it
See
from
you,
his
buddy.
locker.
Have fun.
If he's actually at his locker, but I'll go to that locker and I'll definitely put him in the old car and take him to LAX. But with that contract, if there were a team out there, I think that they possibly definitely would.
Katie Wu. Just kidding, because you guys had a Kyle Tucker exchange the other day.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
De Paula.
Friedman would listen.
Josue? I always butcher.
Josue de Paula. Friedman would listen.
This is where the fun begins.
Zaire Hope.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. When we did this show a couple months ago, my first trade package was Sheen and Hope, just because here's the thing. You have a gluttony of outfielders. You have to get Josue de Paula and Quintero onto that 40-man roster, so you got to free up some roster spots, so you got to trade some of those guys. So absolutely on Zaire Hope.
Eric Lauer.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
And I know you're not saying otherwise because there's like sort of quick answer and response. I think we both agree it's
Take it. It's yours.
but with some respect because what a hell of a job he's done. 9-0 when he's pitched.
Hey, Eric, thank you for everything you've done for us. We're glad we were able to get you back on track. We will send you a World Series ring when we win it. Thank you for your services, but you're gone.
Take it. It's yours.
I like that. So you may not drive him to the airport because not as the enthusiast, but are you sending Kyle Tucker a World Series ring?
He gets one because you play for this team, for sure.
Your friend, who became my friend, River Ryan.
Absolutely.
Take it. It's yours.
Oh, this one's interesting. Remember everything? Okay.
He's River flying to another team.
Whoa!
Hey.
Take it. It's yours.
Do you know what Kyle Tucker would say to you if he saw you?
Take it.
Nope.
It's yours.
Not that one.
That's a big
Nope, not that one either.
HELLNAH.
Close. Here's what Kyle Tucker would say to you.
Literally. Your own face.
Maybe not. All right, we're back. It's DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. And because the trade deadline is just a few days away, we have Doug McCain transformed into Doug Andrew Friedman McCain and telling us what his response would be if he ran the Dodgers. And someone called asking for some of the players on the roster. Will Smith.
They're not available.
That's a big HELLNAH.
That's a great question and a great answer. I like watching you. Look, however you're consuming the show, we love it and appreciate it. Sometimes some of it's fun to watch. The look on your face, like you went deep in the think tank there at the Fan LA on the YouTube stream.
Will Smith is so important to what this Dodgers team has accomplished in the last couple of seasons. He hit the game-winning home run of the World Series last year, but if there were a team out there that was interested in his services and taking on what's left of that contract, you still got $80-90 million left in that deal. Yeah, I mean, I love Will Smith for sure, but he's not in that category that's at the very top for sure.
It's a great answer. This is fun. Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Friedman is slamming the phone down.
Literally.
Your own face!
I'm getting good at this.
You are good at it. Yeah. Justin Robleski.
Absolutely.
Take it!
Wow.
It's yours!
Love you, Robo, but hey, he's an asset now. He's an asset. He's an all-star.
Again, we're doing what Doug Andrew Friedman McCain's responses would be to rival GMs calling about members of the Dodgers roster to try to acquire with the trade deadline approaching, as they are all sort of today. Every fact, it's today, right? Not history. Freddie Freeman.
They're not available.
That's a big HELLNAH.
And the only reason I'm saying this is that if there was a world where maybe Freddie Freeman wanted to go back to the Braves for whatever reason and the Dodgers want to acquiesce and do right by him, he has done everything you could have ever asked him to do for the Dodgers. World Series MVP, the walk-off grand slam in 2024. I would prefer not to trade him, but it's not in that top category.
It's a really fun exercise. Roki Sasaki.
Freeman slamming the phone down.
Literally.
Your own face!
Not you, Doug.
Rookie of the year, baby.
I love it.
Big love and everything.
Aligned.
Big future.
100% aligned. You and I. All right. Tanner Scott.
Give it a try.
This is where the fun begins.
It's a random one. I like it so much. You're on DMAC and Reiter.
It's hard not to laugh at this. I'm not gonna
I know,
lie.
they're really.
But yeah, Tanner Scott is someone that they've paid $72 million. First year he was bad. Second year he's been good. If they felt like maybe one of their young pitchers could come up and take that role, or there was another area they could improve, let's say they did go out and get a Clay Holmes or something like that, they felt like, hey, it's bullpen. They can always find ways to get arms there. So that's a big contract. If you could help another team, the Dodgers could get something in return. I could see it.
Bobby Miller.
Absolutely.
Take it! It's yours!
This next one, I understand. Like, look, you're the GM. You're not even the GM. You're the president of baseball operations meets the best radio host in LA. You're DMAC, Andrew Friedman, McCain. But personal stuff, right? You can have personal connections and sort of feelings about people. Doesn't mean that you should override them, but this person is literally a friend of yours. Miggy Rojas.
Freeman slamming the phone down.
Literally.
And I'll tell you why.
Wow.
I'll tell you why. He's going to retire anyway. He hit the most important home run in
Freeman's
Dodger
a
history.
mercenary, which I got in trouble.
Oh, no! Here come the aggregators.
It's okay to be a mercenary. That was not on purpose.
I say that just because here's the thing.
Somebody call.
Let me tell you why.
Because they're not going to give you Skittles. They're going to give you an actual like.
I
what?
know, but I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think that Miguel Rojas is going to be the manager of the Dodgers after Dave Roberts. And I don't want to do anything to ruin that relationship. I think there's a world where Miguel Rojas is the skipper for this franchise for 10 to 15 years. He's told me to his face that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do after
This reminds me of the part of the conversation from the morning show with Derek Fisher. I totally disagree and utterly respect where you're coming from. Completely and totally disagree with you, but that's a really... It's interesting. I am...
As a player, Bill,
I'm also a mercenary, so I'm just like, Miguel, I have some news.
Here's our first interview we had as a Dodger. How dare you? As a player, absolutely. I mean, he's not someone I think that he's so important to this team to win the World Series this year that you do everything to keep him. But I think that clubhouse, what he brings, he's clutch. Also, too, he is the Mookie whisperer. Part of the reason why Mookie got so good at shortstop, and he told me this himself, is because Miguel Rojas literally held my hand through learning that position. So if you're going to keep Mookie, I think you got to keep Miguel Rojas too. Miggy Rowe for life.
I love everything about that. By the way, Ohtani is back in the Dodgers lineup, so we'll get to that here in a little bit. All right, so DMAC and Reiter
Reckless.
on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. But right now, it's not Doug McCain, it's not DMAC. It's Doug Andrew Friedman McCain. He's running the Dodgers, and he's telling you what his reaction would be between now and Monday's MLB trade deadline if a rival GM called, offering prospects, players, opportunities to try and acquire these players. Edgardo Henriquez.
Friedman would listen.
This is where the fun begins.
Alex Freeland.
Absolutely.
Take it! It's yours!
Tommy Edman.
Friedman would listen.
This is where the fun begins.
Max Muncy.
You're killing me here.
It's a hard one.
I'm saying they're not available.
That's a big HELLNAH.
He's on such a great contract. He's great in the postseason. Not too much value because of his age. I know I would get something to give up something, but Max Muncy's been a pillar for this franchise. You could end his career as the all-time LA Dodgers home run leader. Muncy's big. They're not available. I'm not putting in that top category. Not saying no, but definitely trying to keep him.
Hae-Sung Kim.
Absolutely. And you never wore this shirt, by the way. I gave you a shirt.
I hung it up, and then I saw it was dirty, and I haven't taken it out there yet. So every now and then I'm flipping through my closet. I'm like, there's the mustard stains that my
Give
buddy,
it to Burr. I think Burr should wear it. He'd wear the Hae-Sung Kim shirt.
Smells
Literally,
like
your own face.
Edwin Diaz.
Give it a try.
Well, we're waiting.
Like, for example, what if you could trade Edwin Diaz and then get Mason Miller somehow? I mean, I think there's upgrades that can be made on the bullpen side.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You looked at me like I was going to be mad at you.
You kind of adjusted your seat like you were mad.
I'm not Magic Pants. I'm not a burner account guy. I'm talking to you, you know? Bill Reiter to Doug to Doug Andrew Freeman.
Andrew Freeman, how dare you? I'm the president of the Dodgers here.
DMAC Freeman. My bad. Anybody I am missing here?
Josue DePaula, we talked about him.
We did, yeah. Oh, Blake Snell.
Blake Snell. I drafted Blake Snell. I drafted him from Tampa Bay. We have a close relationship. Freeman would listen, just because
This is where the fun begins.
a lot of money on that contract. I already won a World Series out of him. He's been injured for most of his 2 years here so far. And I think you look at the starting rotation. Yes, it's tough to get aces. But if I trade Blake Snell, a multi-time Cy Young Award-winning pitcher, maybe this offseason I can sign a multi-time left-handed Cy Young Award winner in Tarek Skubal.
Robert Wallace asking Sirota. I don't think we did him.
I would say for Sirota, he's definitely their prized outfield prospect outside of DePaula. I would still say absolutely. I know most Dodgers fans, I know most Dodgers insiders have been kind of reporting they want to keep Sirota. Sirota's great. I mean, he definitely has a bright future. He's a lottery ticket, though. And, hey, I'd rather have what Tarek Skubal is. And you hope that a guy can turn into a player like that. He's already that player. So I would absolutely trade Sirota.
Do we hit Kike?
No.
Kike.
Friedman is slamming the phone down.
Literally, your own face.
Really?
100%. I remember asking myself about this one time, and I said...
Because you are. My bad.
I said
Of course you are.
that the door will always be open for Kike Hernandez. He will always have a spot on this team as long as he's still playing. So it's tough to put the numbers on as far as what he does in the regular season versus the postseason. But the truth is, regular season, below average player, not close to being an all-star. Postseason, all-star Hall of Fame level player, extremely clutch, defensively makes big plays. I'm keeping the Banana Man.
Bessia.
Give it a try.
This is where the fun begins. Well, we're waiting.
I got one.
All right.
Dave Roberts.
So I was going to ask you that.
Okay.
So, sorry. Excuse me. I like you talking
I would
to
say
Andrew,
they're
DMAC Freeman. Yeah. Dave Roberts.
They're not available.
That's a big HELLNAH.
But you were polite as you got off the phone.
I am, but here's the thing. I run this thing, okay? I'm going to pull a Jerry Jones to Jimmy Johnson and say that
real talk.
500 other managers could manage this team to a World Series title. Of course, I don't truly believe that, but I also know in baseball, it's your roster, it's your development, it's your scouting, it's your analytics. And yes, I love me some Dave Roberts. We love the World Series rings that he's given us, and we'll see him in Cooperstown one day, but if he wants to pass the torch to Miguel Rojas, I'm fine with that too.
I have another one since we're stretching this, and I love it on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, where, for a moment, DMAC and Reiter has been transformed into Doug, Andrew Friedman, McCain, and I'm still Reiter.
Where's my bobblehead, Dodgers? I deserve one.
You're getting one, DMAC Friedman. DMAC Friedman is telling us his response if GMs were to call and ask for certain players at the trade deadline, but we're going to go beyond that. There's some owner out there, right? Not even a GM, owner. And he doesn't like his GM, and he thinks the guy sucks. And he calls you, DMAC Friedman, and says, Brandon Gomes.
Friedman would listen.
Well,
Yeah,
we're waiting.
Because even though Brandon, I've taught him everything I know, and I have
Everything
groomed
Gomes?
him to be, there you go. And I think that Brandon is certainly someone that has learned a lot from me think one of these days you got to set him free. You got to let him fly. You got to let him call the shots because he's the general manager, but I am the president. I am the one who's calling the shots here. When it comes down to it, I'm the one that makes the ultimate decision as far as who we're signing, who we're trading for. So, yeah, I think Brandon Gomes, love him to death. He's my right-hand man, but I think at some point he deserves an opportunity with another team.
So let's start with Bursch. Can we get the Tropic Thunder drop, please?
Literally your own face!
That category includes Shohei Ohtani, Yamamoto, Roki, Miguel Rojas, and Kike. Those are your 5?
Yep.
Your 5 that are...
Literally your own face!
And then can we get a cheers, please, for Ryan Bershinger, whose idea this was. That was fun, dude.
That was amazing. That was a lot of fun.
Are you back? Are you Doug again?
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah. That was fun. I mean, I felt like a Hall of Fame executive.
Kind of occupy that space a little bit?
Andrew Friedman.
You did it. You wore it well.
Hey, Andrew Friedman, just to be able to kind of feel that way for a couple of minutes here, making those decisions. Now I need to go back to work. I need to go and get Tarek Skubal. So have your fun.
Here's another reality.
Yeah.
If Andrew Friedman does, in fact, as you said, DMAC, get Tarek Skubal, there's lots of thoughts about what it means for the lockout. One of the best things that I've seen anywhere explaining this actually got into the nuance of the Skubal and the lockout connections, where there's some facts, where there's some garbage, where it doesn't matter. And we'll break that down next here on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. It's DMAC and Reiter. Happy Friday, presented by, not the Friday, DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com or text injury help to 40222. That was fun, dude.
It was. It definitely was. I mean, they have a lot of great players. Most of them they wouldn't want to keep, but if you got calls about some of those guys, I guarantee you probably wouldn't get out, but they would listen.
And that's the thing, is I always sort of would roll my eyes when people would report conversations have happened about this person. As you just noted, there are lots of levels of conversations that don't necessarily lead to a trade. By the way, we told you this earlier. Shohei Ohtani is back in the lineup. It is Ohtani, Pages, Rojas, Miggy's at 3, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Teo, Kyle Tucker, still at 7, Hernandez, Enrique, and Alfonso is catching today. All right, there you go.
There you go.
Little rest for Dalton Rushing. So we came in here, and Doug's like, we're going to argue. We're going to disagree. You didn't?
Oh, I did, actually.
Yeah. I don't know that we are, because you and I both are happy to operate in that place of nuance. So I don't even know who this person is, but there's someone named George Jarjour at George on Tap on X. They run a sort of sports media thing. It's got 2 or 3 million views, and I thought, and it's worth. I tweeted this out earlier. It is worth reading the whole thing. Can I just summarize this really quickly and we can kind of get into this? This is about the Tarek Skubal trade and the idea and the notion that if he goes to the Dodgers, it will lead to a lockout. And not just a lockout, but to get into the nuance, an extended lockout. I think we all think there's going to be a lockout. The question is, do you miss games? Could you miss an entire season? And I think I noted to you yesterday, DMAC, here on DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports, that nationally, my friends who are in sports media nationally don't want Tarek Skubal to be traded to the Dodgers in large part because they think it's going to result in a long lockout. Okay. I think this is really good by this guy, at George on Tap, at George on Tap. So first, he just points out what everyone is saying, that the Skubal trade might be the last piece of evidence the owners need, and the key word here will be claimed to need to shut down the sport. Doug, he points out that the calendar sort of works this way. The collective bargaining agreement expires, as we know, December 1st, and the owners have proposed the first salary cap since 1994. Multiple owners have told Jeff Passan, our friend, that the only real path to a cap runs through missing the 27th season, and one official said they are already ready to burn the house down. We know the cap is basically a non-starter for the players, and the sort of point that he makes is that the mechanism connecting this would-be trade, Skubal to the Dodgers, to the lockout is simple, that the Dodgers are the owner's entire case, that in effect, the owners would use the Skubal trade to push what they want, not because it's the Dodgers' fault, but because the owners want this and the Dodgers give them some cover. And so as George on Tap goes on writing, and quoted Buster Only on this, the spending of the top teams is reinforced to the other 28 that change is necessary, and they believe that change is a salary cap. Every argument the owners will make across the table this winter is a picture of the Dodgers roster. Ohtani, $700 million, the deferred money, a rotation of aces, and now potentially the final straw, the reigning 2-time Cy Young Award winner added at the deadline for prospects because they have so much talent they can buy the best pitcher alive. With their surplus, the Dodgers adding Skubal does not just improve the Dodgers, it hands the owners their closing exhibit time 4 months before the negotiation. So, Doug, I know that you get frustrated here, and this is where the nuance comes in. I think that it bridges your point and my point from yesterday. And in effect, this person writes, the logic, and this is as you have said, is just wrong. But the politics are not. If those of you that follow politics know that just because politicians lie doesn't mean they won't use that lie to try to push whatever thing they're trying to get passed or get done. Here's the point that George on Tap makes. To your point, 16 different champions since 2000 in this sport. That's more than any capped league. That's number one. Number two, Dodgers are not breaking a rule. In fact, they're excelling within all of the rules. They're drafting, developing, and spending at once. The punishment of running the best organization, he points out, in the sport is that the other 29 owners get to point at you and demand a system that makes you and your excellence and your money impossible. And so here's the final point. And this is what he says. But being wrong, and so he agrees with you and I do too, but this was the point I was trying to make yesterday. I didn't do it well. But being wrong, blaming the Dodgers for something you shouldn't, does not make the argument weak. It makes it convenient. Small market owners do not want to outspend the Dodgers. They want cost certainty because cost certainty raises franchise values, and the Dodgers roster is the best sales brochure a cap has ever had. So all of which is to say, to put a bow on this here on DMAC and Reiter, I agree with you. It's garbage that Skubal to the Dodgers can be used for a lockout, but I still think it will be used for a long lockout and potentially a destructive one. Ain't the Dodgers' fault. It's the fecklessness of the other owners, but I still think that's the thing.
So I read the whole thing a couple different times. It went viral. I saw the Tarek Skubal part of all this. But here's the thing, and you can get into the nuance of it, right? As far as, yes, there's the truth that you want to have more competition. You want to have a floor. You want to have teams spending more money at the bottom, right? The truth is, though, Tarek Skubal going to the Dodgers, the truth in my eyes, Tarek Skubal going to the Dodgers is going to do absolutely nothing to the length of a potential lockout for several different reasons. One, because Tarek Skubal in the trade right now is not really doing anything as far as teams having more money to be able to go and spend. The truth is, if you look at where the farm systems are laid out, the Dodgers, the Rays, the Brewers, all three of them are going to get or not get Tarek Skubal based on how willing they are to go and trade top prospects. The Dodgers, they're willing to sell promising stock to buy a proven blue chip company. The Brewers, they keep their stock, right? They have the money in the account, but they're staring at the account balance, hoping that it can get higher, right? I mean, there's a great book, The Psychology of Money, and one thing they talk about is you can't save your way into wealth, right? The Rays, the Brewers, you can't save those prospects and try to compete. If you are going to compete and you feel like the roster is in place to do it, you have to do it. That's the difference between the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers, they have the bullets. The Rays have the bullets. The Brewers have the bullets, but the Dodgers are willing to pull the trigger. The Brewers and the Rays, they're keeping that safety on. And as it relates to the lockout, though, let me just finish here for the lockout, right?
Course, yeah.
As it relates to the lockout and Tarek Skubal, there was always going to be a lockout because of the owner's need to pursue a salary cap, right? But if Tarek Skubal goes to the Dodgers, their World Series odds, they might improve, right? Right now, they have a 26% chance of winning the World Series. It might go up to 29, 30%. But the truth is, he pitches in one game in a 5 or 7 game series. This is not like Kevin Durant going to the Warriors or something like that. There's a world where I think this could even make it for the owners can use it against it, where if Tarek Skubal goes to the Dodgers and they don't win, then you kind of point out the fact that there is so much parity in baseball. And the last thing I'll say here is this. The Dodgers' very owner, Mark Walter, said this. Here's what the problem is. Money helps us win. We can't win all the time. We got to have some parity. So we got to come up with something that will give us some parity. So the team that he's saying that could trade for Tarek Skubal already wants a salary cap, is already ready for a lockout. So guess what? Tarek Skubal going to the Dodgers is not going to push this thing over. This is already over. You are going to have a long lockout no matter what, because the Dodgers of the world, they want a salary cap themselves.
Okay. I'm not arguing with anything that you're saying. Everything you said is really smart, as you would expect from the best Dodgers person out there. I think you might be conflating what should happen.
Conflating. Heard that word before.
With what will happen, right? Everything you said is a case. You know, I would, if the other 29 owners wanted to listen, right? If you could, as you like to say, strap them in their chair, Clockwork Orange style, and you could play that as a case for why Skubal shouldn't be a mechanism for a lockout or an extended lockout. This gentleman's point, and I think it's the right one, is that they don't care about what should be true. What you just said is true. They care about what they want to make happen. They want a cap, and they are looking for a reason. And so this is what I have sort of figured out transitioning back from national radio to local radio, right? Getting to be in the weeds on this every day, is that if you're like a national sports media person, which is the same thing sometimes of saying a national sports fan, right? You consume sort of, you're not in the weeds on baseball. You're watching it here and there, and you're sort of generally led to believe the Dodgers are bad and Skubal is bad. That's what they're going to prey on. Skubal to the Dodgers doesn't create an extended lockout because it's reasonable. it creates an extended lockout because it's a way for an unreasonable group of people, the other owners, to push an unreasonable thing with unreasonable reasons, as you just said, because they can sell it as reasonable.
And I understand that, and that's a great point. But I also think, too, that this is also a selling point to say, hey, prospects are like lottery tickets, right? They might become Tarek Skubal someday, but Skubal is already Tarek Skubal, and the Brewers can get him. The Rays can get him. They have the prospect capital to get him. I get it if we're talking about free agency, right? The Brewers and the Rays can't afford to give Kyle Tucker $120 million a year and still be a first-place team. They can't do that. But here's the thing. I just don't want to see how this is unfair with Skubal and why this would push things over the top, because they have done all the things the right way.
No, you're right. That's what he said, dude. Because they want to. The owners want a cap, dude, and they're look. I used to cover.
That's
my
point, though.
No, we're in agreement. They're gonna do it, man. They're good. I still think. Let me reframe this. Let me just reframe it this way on DMAC and Reiter. I know we got stuff to do. Whatever. This is a good conversation. If getting Tarek Skubal leads to the owners unfairly, unreasonably, obnoxiously, but successfully having an extended lockout, would you be for it? And I'll answer my own question first. Yes, because I'm never going to be beholden to bullies. If people are going to have unreasonable or stupid or feckless or uninformed perspectives, and that's going to lead to problems, and then it leads to problems. And if the owners get to use Skubal to the Dodgers as a mechanism to pull some shady garbage, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I would say the Dodgers can get him. But for you, if Skubal to the Dodgers unfairly leads to the other owners being able to sell this garbage to America and have a lockout that costs half of the next season, would you still want him here?
Absolutely.
Same.
100%. But here's the thing, though. What I hate about this is to try to make it seem like the Dodgers getting Tarek Skubal is in any way pushing this over the top. Because I spoke to a couple agents this morning. I texted some people with the Dodgers this morning. We were kind of talking about this, and I got a couple cry laughing emojis because they already know that they're in a battle for all this stuff. I'll give you a perfect example. I remember a couple of months ago when those CBA negotiations first came out and everyone was worried about that, and I went to Dodger Stadium for a Sunday game, and one thing we talked about in the Sunday game was that one of the reasons why teams like the Dodgers would want a salary cap is because someone like Tarek Skubal, when he hits free agency, there's only the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, the Red Sox, the Cubs, only 5-6 teams that can actually be in a position to sign him. But if I'm the Dodgers and all this, I look at it this way. By the time that a lockout's going to happen, Tarek Skubal won't even be a Dodger.
Well, he might be according to reporting, but I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm saying he's going to be a free agent because it's after the season.
Yeah, fair. This baseball coverage, which is excellent, in large part because Doug McCain is a part of it. I'd like to think I play a small role. Is on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi, one price, 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. We are on this. We are going to stay on this. We will let you know every single thing that goes down between now and the trade deadline on this show when we're on the air and on this station, period, on your spot, your place for local sports coverage on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. So if anything happens to Skubal in any direction or any other trade that affects the Dodgers, we will let you know. Cam Carr has been talking. It is exciting. Optimism, Lakers fans, for this first-round draft pick. We'll tell you why. We'll let you hear from him next on DMAC and Reiter. Welcome back into the show. Do not conflate Doug McCain with Bill Reiter. We're a pair. It's DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. We have a new segment this week. It is the A-hole of the week. We have several excellent nominees, and while I guess we'll rotate every week between Doug and I who gets to decide the winner, Doug very graciously let me pick. He gets to try to sell me Bursch and Sammy and you. So we'll put a poll up. It's not binding, but just push us in a direction. We grab 4 of the names. If you like some others, you can also throw it in the chat at the Fan LA, and we'll throw it in the mailbag. Remember, we've got lots of your questions. You guys are doing a great job. Sammy is going through and snagging those. So if you have questions, thoughts, concerns, perspectives, takes, and you want to do it not by calling in at 855-97-LA-FAN, which you're invited to do, 855-97-LA-FAN, but you'd rather do it on YouTube, drop them in the comments, and at 5:30 we'll answer the mailbag. Let's do Hardwood headlines.
Ball don't lie. Time for Hardwood headlines with DMAC and Reiter.
Hello, Bursch.
All right.
Bursch pause.
That's right. We let it breathe.
Let it eat.
Let it eat. So some hardwood headlines here, the latest going on in the NBA. And in an interview with Clutch Points, Cameron Carr had this to say about joining the Lakers. Quote, "This reality hasn't set in yet. It's probably going to take a little bit. Like, man, I play for the LA Lakers, but it's exciting. It's a rich tradition. Whatever they need me to do to help the team win, I'm willing to do it."
Dude, I'm so... I think maybe because Scott Drew's a buddy, obviously was his coach at Baylor, and you and I got to hang out with Scott on the radio, and Scott is, as most successful basketball coaches are, a charming guy. Maybe he's sold, but I'm in on Cam Carr. Like, this is a pretty innocuous quote, and I'm like, yeah, he's a winner.
Yeah, he's doing all the right things too, right? I mean, you win over a fan base, you get the purple and gold excited. I think of that 7'1" wingspan, the versatility, the athleticism. I look back and I think, I can't believe he fell to Lakers when he did. So,
yeah.
I mean, you cannot be more excited if you're a Lakers fan about Cam Carr, where they got him, how he's handled himself after, how he looked in Summer League. Cam Carr's that dude.
You're that dude.
The Cameron Carr raises.
I'm sorry, dude. Please say that again.
Remember when the crazy Cam Crazies, like the Duke, but this was for him.
That's a big H-E-L-L-N-A-H.
Callback, nice.
Bursch is getting comfy.
There we go. Hey, guys, former Laker Trevor Ariza was on the Bootleg Kev podcast and reflected on his final year in the league, which was the 21-22 Lakers, a roster that included Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony, and was asked what went wrong with that team.
I mean, everything went wrong. Everybody's old on the team. It's just putting together a bunch of players that, were really, really good at a point in time when
you got
they had
Melo
their
all
own
coming
team.
off the bench.
Yeah, everybody play inside the paint. So when there's no space inside the paint, how do you can't tell Russ, who is the point guard, to go stand in the corner and expect him to shoot 40%. He don't got no rhythm to the game, and he's
it's
a rhythm
crazy
player.
too because
They were a hot mess.
Wait, didn't LeBron James want Russ, though? Didn't him and AD want Russ? So, yeah, it didn't work out. I mean, it was supposed to be this big homecoming. He comes back and takes that team to a whole nother level. It was just a disastrous season. Russell Westbrook, he had Westbrick, and he was yelling at the fans. It got ugly really quick.
As you noted, he's from here, right?
He is, man.
That wasn't a mercenary move, right? That was just like going home move.
It was a going home move. And even though he's from here, he really couldn't handle it, though, right? I mean, he definitely could not deal with the criticism. I mean, he was talking to the press about how people were coming up to his kids at school, and it was getting real ugly.
That
yeah.
sucks. So I'll say this. I don't know him well, but I was around him a lot in Oklahoma City in his early days, in my early reporting days. I was there a lot. And he's one of these, I like him a lot as a guy. You would not like him as someone to cover, if that makes sense. You can see the difference between the human and the player, and like the athlete player is obnoxious to be around, and the dude is like a good dude, is my read on Russell Westbrook. Which is to say, I think he never figured out. He was a superstar for about 3. He was Oscar, right? He was the first triple double since the Big O. I think he never figured out how to go back to being less than the supposed best player in the game. And as I understand it, that impacted how he interacted with not just the media. But you saw with the media, like he got with teammates.
Yeah.
Good guy, bad teammate.
And that's the thing, too. When you're not as good as you once were, and then the skills are eroding, the attitude is there. And that's the thing. When they got Westbrook, when they got Melo, they just weren't the same players they were. Russ was really kind of that Allen Iverson lightning rod 3-year that – but once you lost a little bit of that athleticism and he couldn't finish at the rim like he did in OKC
Amen.
to here, he just wasn't the same guy. So, yeah, it wasn't the homecoming. But, hey, let's not forget, LeBron James really behind nuking what was a team that could have gone back-to-back.
You bring facts to your fight.
Yeah. Hey.
Amen, dude.
Well,
I didn't say it. Awful announcing. Doug did.
Speaking of LeBron James, on the latest episode of the Game Over podcast, Rich Paul discusses talking with Jaylen Brown during the news of LeBron coming to Philly.
Jaylen Brown came out and you confirmed spoke to you through this process, right?
Yeah, we
about
had a brief,
LeBron.
Short conversation.
Can you disclose any kind of at least general disposition he had toward the whole thing?
Disposition?
Like what was his feeling about LeBron going?
Oh no, just to make it clear, like fully on board with this. Like we want this to go down. Like make no mistake about it.
I can't even. You're gonna have to. I can't even listen. Look, I used to be a huge. I've never met Max, and I think he's good friends with Raj Grobes, who's our assistant program director and producer of the morning show. And Raj is a great guy. I've never met Max. Do you know those movies where like someone like goes to North Korea and gets kidnapped, and then eventually they surface and they're like on camera, like the dear leader is wonderful. That's what Max sounds like to me.
Yeah, it's like, Max, blink if you need some help.
Right.
If you need some rescue, what'd you do to Max?
Are you okay? I mean, this is okay. Anyway, almost.
It's like a Westworld Max Kellerman. He's like a robot now. Yeah, he doesn't seem like the same guy. He definitely doesn't seem like the same guy. But I will say the whole Jaylen Brown thing. Go ask Chris Bosh. I mean, you cover that. I mean, Kevin Love. I mean, it's not always easy to be a star to play alongside LeBron James. And can he handle it?
Chris is such a great dude. Like Bosh is such a great guy, and he was so much happier in my sort of perspective having been when LeBron left.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like with Kyrie. I mean, I think you got to.
Kyrie left, yeah.
That's I mean, like, and Jaylen Brown. I mean, he's got a strong personality. I think that's definitely good, but it can also be toxic if it doesn't go right.
Are you suggesting that LeBron's arrival could make him Jaylen frown?
Could go Jaylen down.
Oh no!
If they don't have that chemistry.
Be careful, because if LeBron doesn't like what you say, he'll call you Jaylen Clown. Oh, I know that from personal experience. You like that one? Huh?
I like that.
Right.
Brings it back.
Call back.
Well, let's also hear this exchange from the Game Over podcast where Max Kellerman...
Do we have to? Just kidding.
I know. Where Max Kellerman suggests the 76ers trade one of LeBron's new teammates.
If I'm the Sixers, I'm moving off Embiid as soon as possible.
Come on, Max.
I wouldn't let this go by the wayside. And by the way, when healthy, he's the best player on the team. That's the problem. You just don't know when he's going to be healthy.
Okay. Going back to you've been kidnapped in North Korea, dear leader. This is my worry. The first thing I thought when I heard this was, is this another one of these things where Rich Paul pretends he doesn't know? Oh, stop it, Max, for saying the thing I told you to say if you want to keep getting your paycheck.
Rich, please, right? I mean,
that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's we like ban the phrase, Rich Paul, please. I mean, like, that's the thing. I mean, it would be interesting if you could pull it off, but I still think, I mean, that's so early. We haven't had the LeBron James press conference in Philly, and we're already having these kind of things from Rich Paul.
Do you think the production meeting for the Game Over podcast is just like Shams and Max sitting in a room with a notebook and a pen, and Rich going back and forth telling him what's going to happen?
Most likely.
Then you're going to be like, then you're going to say, Shams, you'll never believe this. ... Anyway,
sounds about right.
The drama's going to be.
Yeah, enjoy the drama, Philly.
I'm fading Philly now. This is high ceiling, low floor. Like they could win an NBA championship, and I'm not unequivocally saying they can't win. There's gonna be so much potential for toxicity there.
I mean, imagine if you're Philly, you have to sacrifice Embiid for LeBron's legacy points and to try to get his guys in there. I mean, he's a part of that town. He's one of their guys.
At least if it goes badly, LeBron's in a place where the fans are very kind and reasonable. It's DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, and we're going to give you the sounds of training camp next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, what up? Welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, Doug McCain, Bill Reiter, DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. I most mornings, several mornings, many mornings, when I'm not doing a side hustle, which I don't do, maybe a little, DMAC, I will go for a little walk, and I'll walk down to and get down to the Strand if I have time in Manhattan Beach, and or Hermosa Beach. Did that today, and I forgot the volleyball thing's going on.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
I
right.
think Shay, the producer of the Midday Show, is gonna. I think is he playing Bursch, the 6-man in Manhattan Beach? I don't know. It was a party, bro.
It's going down right now.
Are you going this weekend?
I don't think I am, but I did see that Alex Curry was talking about it. It's like a big deal in Manhattan Beach.
Big deal.
Yeah, love me some beach volleyball.
I've got a different kind of weed. Well, Henry, my son Henry, is going to Collecticon downtown, a card thing. And then we're going to, as I told you, Spider-Man on Sunday. I cannot wait, bro. I'm so pumped.
Oof, my spider sense is tingling. But yeah, those reviews are crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to, I did apply to go to Rams camp, so we'll see if I end up going. Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were going to throw in for me.
You trying to roll to that?
I was going to
go.
It's
not too late.
You want to spend time?
Let me hit up Stafford. Hey, Stafford, you can pull some.
I can read body language.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Fine. Need a little Doug time?
Let's roll. No, definitely not.
I'm Doug.
I can't quit you.
What time is it? Let's call back too. Speaking of Rams training camp, Sean McVay was talking to some of the folks at the media, and he talked about what he saw from both Stetson Bennett and newly acquired first-round draft pick Ty Simpson.
I think they're doing really well. I've been really pleased with Stetson Bennett through this first, block. I mean, he's playing the position at a high level. Ty hasn't gotten quite as many reps, but he's really improved a lot from the spring until now. But Stetson has been a real positive, and as has Ty. Stetson's just had some more reps, but been really pleased with him and ability to be able to create off schedule, reading with his feet. Dave Ragone does a great job, and then obviously Matthew's leadership in that room. And when he's out here, there's just that presence and that ability to kind of lead those guys. And you follow his lead, you'll be in good shape.
All right, I'm not overreacting. I'm not making any sort of like judgments of what's going to happen, but Brock was talking today on Brock and Midday in L.A., Brock and Alex Midday in LA, and he made a really good point that there's basically never been, in his perspective, maybe a quarterback under more pressure more quickly in the history of the NFL, that he has to be, this was Brock's take, ready to replace Stafford whenever that is, whenever Stafford retires. Maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's a year, whatever it is. And his point was, so you're not going to get from here to there to today, but you cannot lose to Stetson Bennett. You have to win that second role, that second job.
Yeah, you definitely want to see Ty Simpson come out of the gate strong and just really take to the offense and making sure he's comfortable, just seeing the potential there. I mean, having Stetson Bennett early on feel like to have the lead, this almost feels like a classic Sean McVay trying to push Ty Simpson and to want to make him dig deep, knowing, hey, we're just not going to give you the keys to that backup quarterback spot because Stetson has been a part of this organization for years now. He understands the offense. The thing is, to me, as far as pressure goes, when he does get that opportunity, what type of team success does that come on the heels of, right? If Ty Simpson gets his opportunity after the Rams win a Super Bowl, I think that Sean McVay and Ty Simpson will have a little more equity in just kind of living through the bumps and bruises there. But, hey, don't kid yourself. You went from Goff to Stafford. If you're that next guy, you're going to be expected to perform at a Pro Bowl level.
And the point that he made, which is a great one, is that, yeah, you're competing against, kind of the memory and to your exact point, the expectation of what the Rams have done. That is a Stafford MVP level. You've also got the Baker Mayfield drama in Tampa Bay, which in theory could lead to the opportunity a year from now for the Rams to go get Baker Mayfield. So you're competing against whatever the Rams, if we got there, would assess Baker Mayfield at. And let's say that Stafford plays 2 more years, which including this one, which we hope he does, and you've laid out why you think that's very possible. Then you start maybe getting to a Joe Burrow sort of opportunity in terms of going out and trying to get Burrow. And so it's just a lot of pressure for Ty Simpson. But you know what? What is the pressure? I don't like most pressure is a privilege is a great line, and it's real. Myles Garrett knows pressure, right? That's a guy who massive expectations. Now a Los Angeles Ram. Obviously, the trade here was huge news. We crushed it and covered it. We're all over it here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. And Garrett talked with the media at training camp that you'll be at tomorrow about his first week with the Rams.
It's been a joy. I love the culture that they already have in place, and many of the different players and coaches that I've been able to start building a relationship with. It's been a real joy and a pleasure, and I just want to help continue to build that.
Yeah, Myles Garrett is someone who also has some pressure, right? He's been with the Browns. He's been with an organization that's not used to competing at the highest level for Super Bowls. And he knows that, hey, he's in the spotlight. He's here in Los Angeles. He's here with this star-studded roster, possibly, arguably one of the best rosters we've ever seen entering a season for the Super Bowl favorites. But he feels like he handles it well. I mean, he's so smooth and calculated. He's so introspective and thoughtful with the way he goes about it. I watched that whole press conference last night in his scrum, and you could see that he really is adjusting well. He talked a lot about kind of building relationships with not only his teammates, but staffers and people within the Rams. So it's great to see that he's found a home here in Los Angeles. He hasn't really even played his first game. So I like what I'm hearing from Myles Garrett. I'm excited to see him on the field.
I'm going to use this to throw a random question at you on DMAC and Reiter that was not scheduled and was not planned. Are you ready? Quick fire, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just not who's going to be more successful, not who's going to be better, not who you like more. Just your sort of gut fandom, want to watch it excitement level. I'm going to give you 4 sort of people or teams in Southern California, in LA. What are you most excited about in the next 2 to 6 months? Watching Aaron Donald as a Ram, watching Myles Garrett as a Ram, watching Skubal as a Dodger, watching the new look Lakers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Skubal as a Dodger.
Wow.
Because
okay, no, I got it.
Then I got Garrett as a Ram because that's new. Then Aaron Donald as a Ram, and then I think Walker Kessler as a Laker.
All new look Laker, but not the same deal.
Yeah, look,
I like it. No, but that's how much fun is the next 5 months?
We've got a lot to look forward to, man. It's like open up new Christmas presents on Christmas Day. I mean, there's just so much action, so many stars. I mean, 3 of those, though, we know we're going to see. One of them, there's still work to be done. Of course, I'm talking about Tarek Skubal, but I love to watch line play. I love to watch the trenches. And look, to see Myles Garrett maybe go for 30 sacks for this team, is it too late to change my answer there?
No, that's all right. So wait, give me the order again.
I think I'm going to change my order real quick just because I want to go with the sure thing. Myles Garrett with the Rams, then Skubal with the Dodgers, then Aaron Donald for the nostalgia and to see if he can still be that guy. And look, I love me some Walker Kessler. I'm all in on Walker Kessler, but he'd be the 4th. But I'd be very excited to watch him do his thing too.
All right, and you're a gauntlet thrower kind of guy. Where would this moment rank in the top in the top 4? I guess nowhere.
A very great moment. I think that.
Where would me doing my top 5? Skubal debacles rank.
That would give me your top 5.
Wait, can I hear that? Again.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
Where would that rank? I just wanna...
You're making me come off as like I'm a jerk.
No, you're not a jerk.
You're making me seem like I was like nasty to you.
You're my best friend.
I wasn't being mean. I love your opinion. I love to hear your opinion and argue it, but I also just want to see what you have to say. So
I loved your opinion. Well, pretty you backed off that as you were saying it.
So I want to see what your top 5 was, man.
I know I know you. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Where it ranks the other 4 great things you love.
All right, cool. I would say it is a distant 5th.
Let me laugh. Derwin James was on D. Fish and Decker. This is DMAC and Reiter. Thank you for listening here on the new 97 on the Fan, the voice of LA Sports. You have funny comedic timing. Derwin James was on D. Fish and Decker this morning, and he talked about the goals and expectations for the other team in town, his Chargers.
Our goal is to win the Super Bowl, and every man, every coach in his locker room, they're working their butt off to achieve that goal. And personally, I'm doing everything I can as a leader to make sure, we uphold the standard that we set forth. This is not our first time with this group. We kind of been through it together, so we didn't battle adversity with each other. Last few years, 11 wins. So we're just trying to take that next step, and I feel like the daily routine, the daily habits that we're forming gives us all the confidence in the world to go out there and play against anybody.
Where are you at? What's your kind of heat check on Chargers optimism right now?
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid right now. I really am. I mean, Derwin James is a stud. You got the McDaniel Harbaugh vibe where they're having some fun with it. It's really going to come down to Justin Herbert. I mean, yeah, exactly, right? Just to know that they understand that it's a lot of different personalities on this team now. They're going to have pressure until they win a playoff game with Herbert as a group. That's what the conversation is going to be like. He's top 5 in MVP voting. I mean, as far as preseason entering the year. So they expect him to have a monster season.
Was he a distant 5?
He was not a distant 5. Yeah, I think he's tied with Mahomes, I want to say, last time I checked. Okay. Believe it or not, which is kind of wild to me.
Not a distant 5.
No, it's a tied 5. But look, I think the Chargers have pieces. They really do. Try to solidify that offensive line. Derwin James has always been a dude. I think that they could get double-digit wins this season. I really do. I think they need to get double-digit wins, or they're going to be extremely irrelevant in this town. You're going to have a lot of questions about the future of Justin Herbert and Harbaugh.
I think that's real. And speaking of McDaniel and Harbaugh, Herbert, and whoever, we're doing our top 5 at 5 list at 5. Breaking news at 5 in 45 minutes, and we're going to do our top 5 and worst 5 for each of us, for each Doug and I, duos in Los Angeles, Southern California. So that was a weird look at me. I'm very, very excited.
I feel like you tipped off one of yours.
About that. I would never do the show before the show, during the show. Justin Herbert, speaking of Justin Herbert, discussed his relationship with Mike McDaniel so far.
I really enjoyed playing for him and talking with him. And, I could tell that we were going to get along really well early on. And he's been great. He comes into the quarterback room all the time, talks to us, hangs out with us. And it's definitely good to have a guy like that around. Just personality-wise, I think how much he cares about football, his family, things like that. I thought we were really similar, and I could tell that I was really excited to play for him.
He doesn't sound excited. I'm sure he is excited. He doesn't sound like he sounds,
That's his personality. West Coast dude, went to Oregon, kind of keeps it chill, just not who he is. I don't think that's a big judgment on.
I'm not judging.
It felt judgy.
You just agreed. It doesn't sound excited.
I think that he internalized it. He's got to be. The man just proposed to Madison Beer. I'm sure the dude's extremely excited. I'm sure he's very happy about life.
I thought you were going to say exhausted.
No, I was not going to say exhausted.
It's emotionally draining. Ryan, get it together over there, Bursch.
We'll see, though. I mean, I think that for Herbert, the talent's always been there. Has the coaching, though. Has the personnel. Talent? The football talent, the arm talent. Talking to someone who covers the Chargers the other day, it was just, hey, man, look at his weapons, though. I mean, Quentin Johnston, look at what Stafford has to work with. He's got Puka Nacua. Right? He's got Puka Nacua. Justin Herbert never has had that level of wide receiver talent around him. You got Omarion Hampton, the running back. They did add David Njoku. Maybe the marriage thing helps. Remember, Shohei got married in 2024, won the World Series. Maybe Justin Herbert, the marriage thing.
Strict correlation.
Yeah.
DMAC and Reiter on the new 97 on the fan.
Trying, Justin.
The voice of LA Sports.
I'm here for you, Bolts fans.
Justin Herbert is the starting quarterback. Matt Stafford is the starting quarterback. Fernando Mendoza is trying to prove he belongs in the NFL. Obviously, number 1 overall pick for the Raiders, and so the hope, the expectation is that he'll get there. He is not the starting quarterback, but he did speak this week about his work at Raiders camp thus far.
I was telling some of the other quarterbacks this, when it was rookie mini camp and OTAs, it happens very quick. However, now in training camp, I truly feel like a member of the team rather than a new rookie on the scene. Especially I feel like a lot of the rookies feel that way too. Having the summer to digest the playbook, get extra meeting time, and every day it's more and more reps that I get. I feel like the entire team improves.
He's adorable, but every word is earnest, I gotta go to the bathroom. I go, all right, man, it's right over there, dude, down on the left.
That's what I was like, you just having a panic attack during that thing? He's like, no. The Raiders, he was just kind of gasping. Did he just run a marathon?
Was he like this in Indiana? I bet he was, right? This is just
he is who he is.
But every day in the scrum,
that's
I wonder.
why it works with Fernando Mendoza. He's unapologetically himself. This does not feel like a...
I thought you were down on him.
I'm down on him as a player.
Wait. You were bird dogging everything I said earlier. This is why it works with Mendoza, but he doesn't work? Which is it?
No, I'm saying from a personality standpoint.
What does his personality matter?
I'm just saying that you're just referencing his personality. As a quarterback...
Well, I meant as a quarterback at work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, it's okay.
Excuse
Apology
me.
Not accepted. But
right. Distant fifth. As apologies go.
As a quarterback, I think that he's with Kubiak. He's going to be in a situation where he's not going to be rushed out there, of course, with Kirk Cousins in front of him. But as far as just a pro-style quarterback, a guy that didn't really play in a pro-style offense, when you look at arm strength, I need to see it. I'm just not going to be someone out there that's going to anoint Fernando Mendoza just because it was a great story that he took Indiana to a national championship. You got to see it on the field. You have to see if he can handle the pressure of being an NFL quarterback. But I think that he's great with the media. I find it entertaining.
He's amusing.
Yeah, he absolutely is.
He's likable.
He is. He's
in a kind of what are
cringy
you doing?
way.
Yeah, cringy is the exact right word.
But it's endearing cringe. How about that?
You're endearing without being cringe. What's the opposite of cringe? Charismatic.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. It's the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. No, folks, I don't know why Doug won't let me hang out with him at a training camp this week. trying to figure out the stream. It sounds like there's some technical issues. Free Odyssey app. Free Odyssey app is where you can get us if you're trying to figure it out. You're probably listening if that's the case. Or also, of course, the FM. We're on the FM dial, the only sports talk radio station on the FM in Southern California. Let me ask you this. I'm going to make a proposal. And I haven't run it by my wife, Lori. And I haven't run it by, you'll have to run it by Jean. I don't know Jean, so I can't run it by her. Yeah, I haven't run it by Birch. Why don't we go to a Raiders game in Vegas?
Yo!
This season.
You had me at Vegas, baby.
I'm totally serious.
I will go with you to Vegas after this show. I would never turn down an invite to Vegas.
I'll go to Vegas with you after the show. Well,
we got the right colors, though. We're wearing the Raiders black right now.
We did sort of just sort of matchy match on accident today. I have a shirt that looks a lot like that I've had for a while and I've worn here, I think, 3 times.
Maybe it's your shirt.
And you bought that after. That's not a judgment. Just I find it.
You think I'm copying your gear?
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that'd be so much fun. I haven't been to that stadium either.
I haven't either.
So I love the fact that it's the natural grass, that the Raiders fans show out. We could sit in the black. One of my dreams is to sit in the black hole one of these days and see what those Raiders fans are like. Go to the.
Wait, see what they're like.
Yeah, man, the black hole's crazy.
No, I understand, but okay.
Would they attack me?
No.
They make me a part of the Raider Nation?
Stream is back, by the way. So
Let's
if you
go.
moved over to the Free Odyssey app, it's a Free Odyssey app. You can rock with that for sure. But if you want to see Doug cop my sort of fit, at the Fan LA, at the Fan
It kind of does look like that
LA.
your shirt, dude.
Yeah, it's very similar. In fairness, you probably had
So
that
guess what? I'm going to burn this after the show.
All right, so we're on the air till 6. There's got to be a Vegas flight out of what's closer to us? LAX, still probably, and Burbank. Burbank can't be that much further from where we're sitting. We're in Mid-Wilshire. I said Mid-City today. Mid-Wilshire.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
So how late? All right, we get off the air at 6 o'clock here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. I'm gonna get to the airport early, guy. What is the earliest flight to Vegas that you would be comfortable booking, knowing the time we get off this show if we were gone on a Friday?
It's a good question. I mean, we
You made a
know
weird noise there.
We know
we gotta
that
clip that.
Birch and I, we go to the airport super early. That's what Filipino people do, right, Birch?
I do too.
It's a Filipino tradition. They're late to everything but the airport. You know this?
I sit at the airport at the actual gate 2 hours before the flight leaves.
Wow, you're that guy, huh?
I am.
I flew to New York after this show, and it was like an 8 o'clock flight, and I was there like 30 minutes before. I was pushing it. So give me 7:15.
Really?
Yeah.
At LAX, you think we can make that?
I've shown up to airports where I'm late.
Birch, you're with me, right? That's like, because Birch, are you coming with us?
I
to
go
the
to the
Raiders
front.
game?
I go to the
I would say like 9 o'clock.
You go 9. Okay.
Oh, Sammy was sort of pitching me on some, maybe there's some ways that we could get some revenue and just I don't know.
Fire up the jet.
There's a lot that's got to happen. Fire up the jet.
Yeah, that'd be the real deal.
Or the Southwest.
I'm here for it.
Southwest can fly. It's yours. What will the bosses say if I ask them to send the 4 of us to Vegas, Birch? Do you have a drop for that potentially?
Literally, your own face.
Okay. Noted. So we leave on a Friday, and we could come back on a Monday, dude. I mean, our shows, too. We could come back on Monday morning. We could rock a few nights. I have some hookups, too.
I got some Rams Sunday obligations, so it would have to be on a day where they have like a Monday night football game, the Rams do, or a Thursday night, Wednesday night.
Birch, I'm in.
No, I like how I try to flake now.
No, it's good.
I set up the flake, right?
Don't worry. Everyone has learned that when we invite you to something, if you say maybe, it's 10%. If you say you'll be there, it's 50%. We have figured out. You're busy.
You know how it is in LA. It's either you make the effort or you make the excuse, right? And usually I make the excuse.
No, I don't know that. I'm a man of my word.
Okay.
I say it with my chest.
Say it with your chest?
I'm not Magic Pants.
Oh!
I don't do burner account socializing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that.
Whoever that person is. You nominated.
Yeah, I did.
For A-hole of the week, which we're going to get to a little bit later. There are some interesting things out there on Shohei Ohtani, and it's not even interesting. No, it is. There's a movement toward some Ohtani thinking that Doug started, so we're going to just get into that. And Brock Vereen from Brock and Alex Midday in LA had something really interesting on Puka Nacua that I want you to hear next here on DMAC and Reiter. Going down the highway. DMAC doing his thing. That's all I got. That's also the wrong song. What up? Welcome back. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. Injury help to 40222. You can also visit calldowntown.com. I'm serious about going to a Raiders game, by the way. And you're right, but there are a lot of the Rams have a lot of Monday and Thursday and they have a Wednesday like pre-Thanksgiving. They have a lot of non-Sunday games. So let's rock it, dude.
We got to find a time. Let's see the Raiders schedule. We'll look it up. The whole crew will roll.
I mean, everybody's invited if they work on this show. It's the injury report. It is brought to you by Ozeron Law here on DMAC and Reiter, the Injured Worker Hotline. That is, again, the injury report brought to you by Ozeron Law, the Injured Worker Hotline. Will Smith, DMAC, is starting his progression today and will take a big step in his recovery process. Dave Roberts has told the media before the game. Brock Stewart is headed back to the IL. Cole Irvin will replace him, and Dave Roberts says his assumption is that Tyler Glasnow will go on a rehab assignment next week. Great news. Also, as we noted earlier, Shohei Ohtani is back in the starting lineup, as you would expect. He is leading off, as you would expect. He is the DH.
So it's good to see him back in the lineup. We know that he...
Is it? I'm with you. I don't...
For his sake, the fact that clearly he probably wouldn't play yesterday, they still were able to win, and they probably feel like, okay, as long as he's not pitching and putting a lot of stress on that knee that could lead to some compensation, that could lead to a worse injury, they probably say, okay, let's keep him at the plate, keep doing what he's doing. If it were me, look, I sound like a broken record. I've said this on the show a lot of different times. I did say it very loudly that I thought that the Dodgers should have got out in front of this, just because for guys like Shohei, Will Smith was dealing with the injury. When you have an injury, when you shut it down, it can expedite the process of getting back to close to 100%. And the Dodgers are guaranteed their spot in the playoffs right now. They have a 99.9% chance of making it to the playoffs. They have a 90.
They're making the playoffs.
And that's the point. That's the point. Like they have a 99.
Oh, I thought you were giving me a real statistical number you dug up.
Oh yeah, no,
I thought you were doing Vegas odds. They're making the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
I bet
based on the odds.
I got some breaking news. That's why. Not about the Dodgers.
Let's hear it.
But just when you finish, then I'll get it to you.
So we'll see how it goes this weekend. We'll see how the knee responds. I would not be shocked to see them send him on the IL at some point if they feel like it could accelerate the healing and just put his knee in a better place.
It's DMAC and Reiter. Here is the breaking news.
Ooh.
Circling back to the Vegas trip that I'd like to do. My wife has weighed in the chat. Vegas trip approved as long as I don't have to go. She doesn't like Vegas. Your move, Gene.
Gene would give my wife Gene any reason for me to leave for the weekend. She's like, I'll pack your bags. I'll drive you to the airport. Where do we sign up? Can it be for at least 10 weeks?
That's really funny.
Hey.
Here's a reason, Gene, for Doug to stay, okay? Because this dude calls his shot like Babe Ruth over and over and over again. He, for weeks, has said that the Dodgers should shut Shohei Ohtani down. And this is not a shot at Dylan Hernandez. Like Dylan Hernandez is like next big name on the protect Shohei train, because Dylan Hernandez wrote a story for the California Post that came out today. What is Shohei Ohtani still doing on the Dodgers active roster? If you don't know this, Dylan is a friend of the show, a big friend of the program. Had a great hit a few weeks ago. We have to get him back on soon. He's a colleague, a competitor, a friend, a respected buddy of my partner DMAC, and he sort of goes through this column making the case that you pointed out is a thing that should maybe happen, that there's no reason not to shut him down for a little bit. That is the Dylan Hernandez perspective today. Some fans like Dylan, some fans hate Dylan. That usually means you're doing a good job if you're a journalist.
And I think for Dylan Hernandez, he's someone that he is in tune with the Japanese players on this team, guys like Shohei and Yamamoto and Roki, because not only can he be there for the English translated portion of the press conferences, but also the Japanese-only version. And Shohei, during the Japanese-only version, did say that he was at 90%, that he wasn't at 100%. And to me, a 90% Shohei Ohtani, I know that sounds like maybe that's not a big deal, but a 90% Shohei Ohtani in August would scare me if that rolls over to a 85% version of Shohei in September? And then when you get to October, is it an 80% version of Shohei Ohtani? If it goes
So it's
down,
going the wrong way.
It's going the wrong way.
It's the stock crashing meme.
Yeah, it is.
Let me read you here on DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. This sort of little part of our friend Dylan Hernandez's column today from the California Post about Shohei Ohtani. This is Dylan Hernandez. As I wrote earlier this week, place him on the injured list and shut him down for 10 days. But it doesn't sound as if that will happen, as Robert said he was very confident Ohtani would be back in the lineup on Friday, which he is. Dylan goes on. This feels reckless. This feels negligent. First of all, that's great writing. Like I love column writing is fun. Secondly, I've said this because you've said this. Now Dylan's saying this. To quote Jerry Maguire, who's coming with us?
I know, let's go, right?
Get the fish!
Look, I mean, I've said these exact words. I sound like a broken record. I've said that
I love the
this
sound of this
is
record.
absolutely reckless for the Dodgers to do. It 100% is. I don't think there's any doubt about it at this point.
In fairness,
that it
you
doesn't.
said in April, but now I'm with you. Now we're on the same page.
Well, here's the thing. So the Dodgers' biggest mistake wouldn't be to lose meaningless games without Shohei Ohtani in August and September. It would be winning meaningless games and losing Ohtani for October, right? The goal isn't to get the most out of Shohei Ohtani in July and August. The goal is to get the best of Shohei when baseball matters most in October, right? All of these things ring true, and I think that the Dodgers were always going to get here, right? They were always going to get to a point with Shohei Ohtani just because, guess what, Bill?
Tell me, Doug.
There's a reason why no one's done this. And I'm not even talking about anyone in the history of this game. No one has done what Shohei's been able to do. Pitch at an elite level for an extended period of time, bat at an elite level for an extended period of time. And I just think this the toll on the body. Like the absolute...
That's part of it, but I also think the reason is no one... The conventional wisdom is often dumb, but always overpowering.
And just the mental toll, too. I mean, the concentration, the work that he puts into it. If you go and watch...
I think he's up to it.
He is. I mean, that's not the question here. We know that Shohei Ohtani's always going to be doing all the side work. He's still throwing plyo balls right now. He's doing anything that they're allowing him to do, save for throwing a baseball, right? And I think that... And I hate to say this, actually, but I do think that this window that we've seen for this season, where Shohei made it very clear, article a couple months ago where he said that he wants to be the best version of himself as a pitcher this year, right? That he knows this is not going to last forever. And I think that now we know that this is not going to last forever and that the expectations of Shohei pitching and hitting for his entire career, it's unrealistic. I remember asking Shohei last year at the All-Star game, how many years do you want to pitch and hit? And he said, for as long as my contract is, I want to pitch and hit for the entire duration of that contract. At some point, it makes you wonder, is it worth having a compromised Shohei Ohtani try to do both? Or is it better to get the best version of Shohei doing one or the other thing? I'm not saying that can happen now.
Can I also
or next.
just add something you said? I want to just put your other perspective on the top of this this argument we're putting together. You made a point yesterday that you don't want Shohei to be missing lots of time at the end of August or September, that you brought up Juntani as a reminder that when he gets out of rhythm, it can take a while to get back into rhythm. And so the thing that you have been calling for, the thing that Dylan Hernandez is now calling for. Now, I'll say this. Dylan and I waited until he was injured. You wanted to do it back and he was fully healthy. But regardless, now that we're at this place, you want to do it as early as possible to give him time to ramp back up and be in the rhythm and all the things that need to happen once his body is right, to also just make sure he's 100% locked in rhythm-wise. And so it's August 1st tomorrow. He's obviously banged up. I'm with Dylan. I'm with you. Dude, put this dude on the IL, sit him down for a week and a half, give his body time to rest, and there's plenty of time to ramp back up if that R&R time, it's not like we're saying a month, that R&R time does give a little bit of a slight touch of rust.
I think that if you got to accept that part of it, if you're going to go that route.
Yeah,
certainly.
but do it now.
Yeah.
Don't do it in 3 weeks.
Yeah, the sooner you do it, the more that you're protecting him from himself, right? The more you're protecting him from doing the thing that he knows how to do, the thing that he's done throughout his career, and that is just wake up and try to be the very best complete baseball player that I can be today. I think that the positive thing for Shohei in all of this is that he understands that there's still so much to play for this season with his big long-term goals, that the World Series is right there, that a World Series MVP is right there. And he'll never admit this, but just talking to people around Shohei Ohtani that know him very well, I've always been told that he's extremely, extremely goal-oriented. Wow, big breaking news, right?
That is big breaking news.
Yeah.
Should we stop?
Should we stop? Can you please?
Can we?
But he needs something. But look, he needs something to chase. He needs something to chase. And if you
by the way,
sit
some
him,
people are built that way.
But
sometimes when you chase things and you're banged up, you can hurt yourself more. Can I very quickly read you something from the chat here on DMAC and Reiter?
Hit me.
The YouTube chat is found at the Fan LA. Tommy Alvarado, who I don't remember seeing in the chat or talking to, but Tommy, thank you, writes, I have you number 2 on my radio behind a Christian station. It's number 1, Jesus, number 2, DMAC and Reiter, number 3, family in my household.
Wow.
And I would never try to compete with Jesus, so I'm feeling like pretty good.
I was about to say, we're coming for that number 1 spot. We are.
I'm not.
That's the goal for.
Jesus can have it.
We're coming for that number 1 spot. We talk about baseball.
I
Jesus
give it
here.
to Jesus.
Okay, fine.
You know what Jesus is not? He's not a mercenary, and it's okay to be one. Okay. You are though, and I like it. Got it.
That's a great comment, man.
That was a really funny, cool
comment of the show, baby.
Look, however you're listening to the show, if you're on the free Odyssey app, if you're hanging out on the FM at 97.1, if you're chilling on the YouTube at the Fan LA, whatever I'm missing, we love and appreciate you letting us come into your world, your home, your car, your iPods, whatever it is. Earpods, iBuds. I'm having trouble with the technology terms. Thank you for letting us chill with you. There is a really fun, cool community over on the YouTube stream at the Fan LA, If you haven't done it, if you want to go check it out, get in the comments. It's a very, very good group. The Rams are a good group. Is Puka a good part of that group? And I'm talking off the field. Brock Vereen had something interesting to say. That and the NFL report next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. Let's do the NFL report.
It's time for the latest headlines on and off the gridiron. It's DMAC and Reiter's NFL report.
All right. Ryan Bursch back. Ryan Bershinger.
That's right. We are back now with the NFL report. And earlier today on Brock and Alex, Brock Vereen was talking about Puka Nacua and his current status with the team and made a really interesting point. I'd like you guys to hear it here.
The Rams right now have the leverage in Puka knows that he messed up and understands he lost his spot in line. The Rams' leverage is also that Puka wants to be a Ram. And why I bring up the waiting in line aspect and how he lost his spot in line, that defense also has a lot of young faces who need to be extended. Yep. And you're looking at it, if you're defensive tackle Kobe Turner, who's become an instrumental piece of this defense, saying, I show up on time, I do my job, I don't cause trouble. If you're Byron Young, you're saying, I show up on time, I do my job, and I am as essential to this team as Puka Nacua is.
Look, at the risk of you and Brock having to go at each other, this was what I was trying to sort of articulate, and Brock did a better job. And let me also just say this. All the shows are great. Everybody on the shows is great. Brock is so good. I mean, everyone's really, but on the NFL in particular, dude, that dude is so talented. So if you haven't checked out the midday show, Brock and Alex Midday in LA, 10 to 2, check it out. And check out, of course, D-Fish and Decker. Check out James Coe. They're all great. But NFL's coming, and Brock he played in the NFL, right? He's so good, former NFL player. I think that's a really smart point, dude. So I guess he and I are aligned. I think there is a leverage reality for the Rams against Puka, and I think there are maybe you pay him, but this is why I was saying you don't pay him right now. There are some other people, and I want to just see. I just want to know. I just want to make sure in the way that as Brock walked us through, some other guys have shown the Rams off the field what they are capable of just like on the field.
Yeah, and I still think that you name the other guys, right? And absolutely they have to decide who they're ultimately going to pay. Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk, Byron Young, very talented, but they're not on the level of Puka Nacua. And if you look at the way the market is, Chris Olave just got paid,
Why are you going
Justin
after Brock
Jefferson.
Vereen like this, man?
I love Brock Vereen.
Why are you doing this?
Here's the thing, the Rams shouldn't wait.
We don't argue on radio.
The Rams should not wait until Puka Nacua gets too expensive, right? The worst time to buy a stock is when you realize it's Apple, right? Like you want to.
Not if you have an option on the stock where you can lock in a certain price.
But the thing about the franchise tag is you have to pay it in its entirety. It's worked completely into that 2027 world. So if I'm the Rams, I trust that Puka Nacua is going to be one of the best receivers in the NFL still. I trust the leadership of Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford and the person I think that he is in his heart of hearts. And the bottom line is
I'm a big Brock Vereen fan.
You got to bet. I love that. And I am as well.
Okay.
But I think that ultimately the Rams will get a deal done with Puka Nacua because that makes the most sense as far as how you build that roster moving forward, as far as how you manage their cap. You want to save the money.
My point is that sometimes, and I love your earnestness, I love your passion, I love your confidence, sometimes you can be a little dismissive. And I just wanted to point out that Brock has a similar view to mine. Doesn't make Brock and I right just because I'm me and he played in the NFL.
Here's the thing about me. You can be right. Brock can be right. My whole thing is I'm always going to believe I'm right, even if I end up being wrong. So that's what I will say about that,
by
okay?
the way, I love that about you. You are so confident, and you are often wrong. It's a great, great thing.
Often is an incorrect use of that word. I mean, you mean...
Did I mispronounce never?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think the word is always. For right. But here's the thing, though. Next season, Justin Jefferson, he's due to make $49 million. Okay? That's going to be the most ever for a receiver. The receiver market is exploding, and you don't want to do what happened with Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb a couple years ago. You do not want to wait. And if the Rams wait to pay Puka Nacua, if the Rams pay Puka after Jefferson's extension...
It's different, dude. Puka has shown real reasons, real concerns, real red flags, and those have to be taken into account.
Oh, man. You could end up having to...
Did you just hurt yourself?
You could end up having...
It's hard when the truth hits your brain.
If they don't pay Puka, he ends up having a lead season. The Rams could end up having to pay him an extra $7 to $10 million per year. Like, that's what's at stake here.
Dude, yeah, but stop. This is something you do. You do this whole everything's binary. And if they pay...
Stop trying to analyze me.
Am I allowed to finish?
You can.
Thank you. We can play the clip if you want from earlier. If you pay Puka all the money now. And it turns out these red flags were not learning curves on the way to real adulthood and maturity, but a reflection of who he is. And he's a problem, and he's an issue, and he's a cancer, and he's not a good guy. Then all of a sudden you've cost yourself a lot more than $7 million. The point is, you have to triangulate. You have to operate with the fear that you have and the fear that I have. I recognize your fear, and it's totally reasonable and legitimate. You don't recognize mine, and you negotiate, pretend it's not there, you could cause yourself a lot of problems.
I understand what you're saying.
I love that.
And
you want to hear something?
Next. Do you want to give me your top 5? Come on, man. Come on. The one time I tried to do the sound on you, I messed it up. And I actually played a sound that strengthened your argument. So I'm going to work on getting
you arguing with me and messing it up doesn't sound right.
Here's the deal. So let me paint this picture for you. Okay. So the Rams.
Should I close my eyes?
I don't have to close your eyes. Just gonna leave them open.
You just got really animated, but then you look down.
If the Rams can tag him, right, they can pay him $31.5 million. Okay. But with all of those free agents, can you really afford to do that? Because if he has an elite season in 2027, then you get the tag in 2028, then you're ending up paying him more, and then it gives you less flexibility. So
and Brock did talk about some of the leverage points, though. Like, this is Brock, and I'm assuming Brock has information like you do. Brock played in the NFL. He knows guys. He's talking about the fact that Puka wants to be in the LA. He's talking about the fact that he feels like Puka has a desire to be here, and the Rams know that there's some leverage. He's talking about the fact that Puka understands what it means to have Matt Stafford throw the ball and be part of a Sean McVay team. So you're operating off of a spreadsheet of reality, but there's also a broader three-dimensional
this is
picture
considering that, though.
Brock Vereen, I don't think you are, that Brock Vereen is walking us through.
But this is considering all that, though, because if you look at, yes, he wants
it's like
to...
Game of Thrones, where like you get to have a champion, where like I challenge you, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take Brock. And he walks out the sword, you know. How do you do the sword sound? Sword from the sheath.
Shing. Shing. Look, I think ultimately the Rams will get a deal done with him just because of how talented and how productive of a receiver he is. Because even with those leverage points in hand, agents are still going to present, hey, this is Puka Nacua, the guy that has 129 catches despite missing one game. This is a guy that could set a franchise record in receiving yards and touchdowns.
I don't need the stats. I hear your perspective. I got
they
it.
Operate on, but contracts are signed based on what they think.
How does a contract work? Tell me.
NFL contracts are signed based on what teams think that player can do for them in the future.
But in this case, unfortunately, because of Puka, there's also what they worry about he'll do off the field.
He's learned from his offseason mistakes.
You don't know that. Okay, hold on. You don't know that.
I know that Sean McVay.
You hope that.
I know that
you
Sean.
Hope that.
Look, until I hear Sean McVay say that, oh, we're really concerned about Puka.
Yeah, that's how
that.
McVay operates, and you don't know the difference. You're right. McVay is like, hey, everybody, I actually went home and fought with my wife last night. She's mad at me for these. Some things you don't tell the media as you know.
Look at every single interview that Puka's done, smiling from ear to ear.
Oh, he's smiling?
Everything that his teammates are saying about him, coaches are saying about him.
Tony Romo was smiling in the video. That doesn't mean he's not in trouble. What does smiling have to do with it?
Name any.
Smiling.
How many receivers have had red flags that have been signed?
He's smiling ear to ear is almost as beneath anyone, especially you, as the argument, I played and you didn't, so stop talking. Like, I mean, dude, like, he's smiling ear to ear is not the argument.
I think there's a different version of Puka Nacua that showed up this training camp.
You've made an incredibly smart, reasonable argument I don't agree with, but it's a really good one. It may be right because you're really smart, but this isn't it.
I mean,
3 minutes ago.
I factor in. I look. You can only take.
If I see Puka frowning, do I win the argument?
Look, I'm just saying that. There is definitely a renewed sense of what I think there's a renewed appreciation of what it means to be a Ram from Puka's standpoint. He's been through a lot of stuff this offseason.
You're just like going down the BS
No,
meter.
it's not. You okay, this is Bill Reiter. Something happens, so a player makes a mistake.
Don't make it
a young person makes a mistake.
Which mistake are you
there's
referencing?
allegations and there's a tumultuous offseason.
Yeah.
But if you think that Puka Nacua is going to be the first player to sign something after a tumultuous offseason, and allegations. I mean, like, there's plenty of examples of people, athletes in the city that have had situations
like that.
Which is why I'm saying
proceed cautiously, collect more information, and see if you can assess whether the smile healing factor is real. The smile, dude, come on. He was smiling ear to ear. Is your argument?
That's not my argument. That's a part of. I think that he is more in line.
I'm worried about you
with
you're
the
frowning.
Player
so I don't know
that he is supposed to be.
He's smiling though, so Bursch is.
Okay, well, when they sign to that extension, I go, can't wait for that segment.
Why? Then I'll be cool. Maybe, and hopefully that they wait a lot more time, like Brock said, and that he's waited his turn in line. And
the longer you wait, the riskier it is.
Okay. There's also risk on the front end. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Fair.
We have time for any more?
This is the NFL report on DMAC.
I told you the Brock thing was cooler, right?
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Don't even. That was what you did to me earlier. Don't.
What?
In an interview with Covers.com, Drew Brees was asked if the Chargers need to rely more on Justin Herbert's arm rather than the run game and defense. He said, quote, that style of offense under Harbaugh, wherever he's been, it's been defense and run game. That was Marty Schottenheimer. There's the hallmark of a lot of really good teams because that type of system can travel. That can travel anywhere into domes, into bad weather across the world. That's the formula for winning. But at some point, the QB is going to have to make some plays. He's going to have to convert some third downs that you didn't expect him to convert, or just do some things to continue to possess the ball that give you a chance to go down and win the game.
I was really confident it was going to work for Herbert this year, but I saw him frown.
Oh, come on. Hey, Drew Brees, I agree. I want to see more from Justin Herbert, too. I think we all do. I think the Chargers do. I think Mike McDaniel
you can't
does well.
stop. It's okay to just...
Hey, one more here. At training camp Thursday, Baker Mayfield said he felt a little disrespected and undervalued after the Bucs couldn't agree to a new contract before the start of camp.
So a player feels disrespected. Last thing I would want to do would be to make one of my key players disrespected as they pursue a Super Bowl.
I agree, dude.
Like the Rams could potentially do if they don't give Puka the bag.
You're making the Baker Mayfield standoff.
What's that?
Burst, was he? I didn't see it. Was he smiling or frowning at the press conference? Because I want to know whether he's going to play well this year. I'm just trying to figure it out. It's DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. The Friday 5 at 5. We got duos, great and not so great. Next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. Final hour of the program and what has been a very fun and eventful week here on DMAC and Reiter, which is presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. We are going to do the mailbag in about 30 minutes. Keep dropping those comments in the chat over on YouTube at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. Sammy and Bursch will grab them. We have a bunch of them, but we're going to get to all of them if we can. And we're also at the end of the hour going to announce the winner of the A-Hole of the Week award. The first DMAC and Reiter A-Hole of the Week nominees came down about an hour ago, and there's also a poll over on the chat. If you're listening on the radio, on the FM, and you want to call us, 855-97-LA-FAN. You ready for this? You ready for Top 5 of 5?
It's time, baby.
Let's rock it.
The best, the worst. This is your top 5, bottom 5 on DMAC and Reiter.
Do you mind if I go first? We're doing duos today. We're doing Southern California duos. Wow, they just caught you in that. You're on the camera. It's Southern California duos. You're hilarious, dude. So let's start with the good, right? Start with the positive?
Positives.
All right.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
Number 5.
Despite that meanness,
Come on.
I have DMAC and Reiter.
Ooh.
Cheerleading, huh? Yeah. All the combos, all the possibilities. DMAC and Reiter. A lot of that too. You
Nice.
know, I thought it was 50-50, but you know why I know most of it too?
Number 4.
I was just looking for, sorry for the DMAC. My bad.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
But what number was that?
Number 4.
I'm actually going to go hardball and McDaniel. Did we have that clip? We played the clip, yeah. So at training camp, obviously Mike McDaniel was the Dolphins head coach. He was relieved of those duties. He's now the offensive coordinator of the Chargers. Harbaugh's been here for a minute. It's a big year for both those guys. And they caught these two guys as in an exchange.
Coach, you feel the juice, Coach? You feel the juice? We just got too many ball guys.
You can't help yourself.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Look at us run to the line of scrimmage.
I think of it like all the investment that's been made.
Right.
You know, it's like putting money in the bank. Now it's time to start withdrawing.
I've never wanted training camp to start more.
This is just it should be a buddy rom-com thing. It's not. I hope the football works. The vibes between Harbaugh and McDaniel are amazing, dude.
Dude, they are, man. That guy, I get like Napoleon Dynamite vibes when I hear him, right? It's just very...
That's a good call. That's a great reference.
It's just, I love the guy. I really do.
I did too. I hope he's successful.
Number 3.
I'm going to go Dodger dogs and beer. I thought about this for a long time. Give me a Dodger dog and give me a beer, and then give me an inning to basically rock that combo every other inning for a 9-inning game. I'm good at math, 4.5 of each. I'd love actually a psychologist to explain this to me. Do I like a good cold beer? Hell yes, I do. Do I like a hot dog? I really do. I'll eat a dog. I give it, done. And I've been to Dodgers games where I'm hungry and there's not a beer guy around. I'm just like, give me a dog. You give me, I don't know why a hot dog with a beer at a baseball game enhances the hot dog and the beer by 100 on the flavor scale. You want to give me a theory? Is it all nostalgia?
It's got to be a combination of that, right? It just really hits. I mean, nothing really can top that. Just that beer, the refreshing, just every single time.
I'm so hungry too. I haven't eaten today.
Number 2.
I'm gonna go. This is me sort of being an optimist, leaning into optimism. I'm gonna go Myles Garrett and AD. I think that combo is coming, and I was thinking about this because look, I think Garrett got traded to LA in the first month of us doing this show. Does that feel kind of right?
Yeah.
And we're having a great time. It's been fun. I feel very lucky to be doing this with you. It's been a blast. Everyone listening, thank you. But it was overwhelming, right? I was like, wow, this is a lot of stuff. And so I think I kind of came up for air a couple days ago for the first time as it relates to this story, right? This particular story where I was like, oh my God, Myles Garrett is a Ram. And AD is the best, maybe defensive player of all time, probably 2 or 3, certainly. And they're going to probably be on a field together on a football team that didn't win a Super Bowl last year in a heartbreaking fashion in the NFC Championship game with like an all-time great could-be quarterback. Garrett and AD, if it happens, is going to be a football freaking spectacle in a vacuum with the contacts, with Garrett's new to the team and AD unretired. Just the whole thing is just, it's such it hits so hard on so many levels, dude.
It does. I mean, just Myles Garrett's ferocious. He's a superstar. We need a good name for them, though, right? I don't think the Terrible Twosome would be good enough. I've got to workshop some stuff.
Dad!
I mean, they need a name. They need a name because those two, they have a chance to be the best duo in the history of the NFL when it comes to defensive side of football.
DMG! Because you reverse it.
You can switch it up. I like it.
You shouldn't like that. Was terrible. That's where you should be critical.
Yeah, I crossed my fingers. You can't see it. Yeah.
You crossed your eyes, too. I thought I hurt you with my stupidity. Thank you.
Number 1.
This is for you, right? I told you earlier, I'm in a good place right now. I feel good about you. I did a little interview with somebody, wanted to ask about the show, and I said how great you are. I don't even mean this, but I do mean it. Justin Herbert and Madison Beer.
Speaking of beer.
Number 1 LA, Southern California duo.
Okay.
Steve and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, and we are doing our top 5 at 5. We do this list every week. It is the 5 best and worst things as me and my partner each conceive them of random sort of categories we come up with. The category today is duos here in Southern California, LA, and just beyond. That was my top 5 good duos. DMAC is up.
Okay, cool. Let's hit it, baby. Do you want to give me your top 5?
Oh,
Number
yeah.
5.
Bam!
Look, since you showed love, since you showed love to the station 97.1 The Fan, to our show, I'll do D-Fish and Decker. D-Fish and Decker, man, you went on that show earlier in the week. A lot of people talking about it. Electric. You guys got into it, but it was entertaining, informative. It was awesome. Really cool to see you representing for the show. So I got to give love to them. Also, Brock and Alex. I mean, all the programming, the James Coates show, all those guys.
James Coates, I think James is great. He's a solo show. How's he a duo?
No, James and Co. It's a James and Co. So yeah, I tried to. That was a stretch.
I just want to. I like it. I'm not. I know you feel like I criticize your stuff, and that's what I do.
All right, sorry, James Co. I couldn't finish.
No. We're doing top duos. You went.
His duo is James and Co.
You went D-Fish and Decker. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then you're like, my top duo is the lineup of 97.1 The Fan.
I'm giving everyone some love. Okay, I'll spend my 5 on all of those. So let's keep it moving.
Number 4.
Get out of here.
Got to go Luka and Austin Reeves.
That's
I think that this is going to be a great opportunity for Austin Reeves to just level up, to show that he's worth that. What's up?
I thought you hated Austin Reeves.
But I mean, I love Luka. To me, this is like 90% Luka, 10% Reeves. But I think that they are the Lakers duo right now, and I want Austin Reeves to win me over. I want him to win me over, okay? I still think there's a lot of talent there. I just want him to stay healthy. I want to make the All-Star team. I want him to do a little better on the defensive side of the floor, but still, these guys are that buddy cop movie that we never knew we needed. These guys are funny. These guys like each other a lot. They definitely have a lot of pressure, but hey, I think that they're still one of the best duos in LA, so let's keep it moving.
That's an awesome, my bad, DMAC and Reiter.
I'm trying to get the point.
But no, sorry, I'm really interested. Those are great points. You're thinking, why not Kessler? Because I thought about, I was like, should I, Luka, and I was thinking, who do I don't even know who his Robin is yet.
If his Robin is not Reeves, that's a problem, I think. If you need
that's
Austin Reeves. It's got to be Batman, Robin. You need Walker Kessler to be the Alfred, right? And that really has to be if Walker Kessler is more impactful than Austin Reeves. I mean, look, defensively, offensively, combined, I think you can make the case. But I want to see 26, 27, 28 points a game from Austin Reeves and an all-star nod. So, and they're dudes. They're buddies. They're pals.
You made that point. It's between me trying to come up with Garrett
BFFs.
and AD sort of combo name and that Robin. When you told me I couldn't talk earlier, you're on to something.
Number 3.
Number 3, I've got Matthew Stafford and the guy that the Rams should give a new contract to in Puka Nacua. So you got Matthew Stafford, the reigning MVP. Puka Nacua, someone that could have won the Offensive Player of the Year last year as a receiver. He's someone that has all the talent in the world. They're extremely productive. They're going to be a big reason why I think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Of course, you can make the case that Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFL, even with guys like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert, whoever it is. Matthew Stafford's the reigning MVP. I think Puka Nacua still hasn't maxed out as a player. I think he has his best year as a pro. So I think that duo, Stafford and Puka, has a chance to be the best in the NFL.
Number
2, I've got Andrew Friedman and the Guggenheim Group. Andrew Friedman in Tampa Bay, he took that team to a World Series. He made them World Series contenders. And then you gave the smartest guy in the room all the money in the room, and it's turned out to be a guy that has gone down as one of the greatest executives in sports history, someone that has a dynasty right now that said that he wants this to be the golden age of Dodger baseball. He's accomplished that. Andrew Friedman, with the resources, dude's the best in the game.
That is one of the best combos of any of these segments that we have done. And sometimes someone has a turn of phrase or an idea or whatever, something, and you just like, I wish I had thought. That is freaking awesome, dude.
Well, you're going to hate this next one.
Number 1.
I've got Shohei Ohtani, the hitter, and Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher.
I don't hate it. I mean, I wish you meant it.
I do mean it. He's the unicorn. And we know when Shohei Ohtani is right, when he's healthy, we saw what that looked like last year in the postseason. Game 4 of the NLCS, 10 strikeouts, 3 home runs. When Shohei Ohtani's fully healthy and he's pitching and hitting at an elite level, there's nothing like it in all of professional sports. You can talk about Messi in soccer. You can talk about Luka, Wemby, LeBron, whatever in the NBA, Patrick Mahomes, Stafford in the NFL. There's nothing like Shohei Ohtani right now. He is the best athlete, the must-see athlete on the planet right now, and him as a pitcher, him as a hitter, no one's ever done it. He's the best to ever do it. He's Superman in baseball cleats. And I just want to see him healthy and have him perform like that. But I got Ohtani the pitcher, Ohtani the hitter.
I don't hate it.
But you hate that I said it, and you think I don't mean it. I do mean it.
What I said is that I'd like you to mean it. All right, so we're doing DMAC and Reiter 97.1 The Fan. We're the voice of LA sports. Thank you for hanging. It's the top 5 at 5. We're doing lists, as we always do, 5 best and worst of things we come up with. Today, it's Southern California, Los Angeles, greatest city on earth, duos. Now we're on to the bad.
Do you want to give me your top 5?
Number 5.
Dude, forever. All right, so, oh man, this one really pisses me off. So I love LA. And I've been talking a lot about that this week. I love LA. In every person and thing, there's something you hate. And the I can deal with the traffic. I have learned to deal with the traffic. I got it. But the fact that you can't get cell phone reception in random places all across LA drives me crazy. Because my sort of thing is, when I'm commuting, I can just call all my friends, call my mom, call my dad, would say, what's up, mom and dad, call my brother, call my sister, right? I call sources, I call former GMs. And whatever reason today on the drive, I actually had another one. My phone must have gone out 11 times. I drive the same drive every day, LA. I love LA, but the duo of the traffic and the cell reception, dude, is brutal.
Hey, shots fired, Hauser Street.
It is Hauser.
You just took a shot at Hauser.
I do.
See, that's the true friend that I am. That's how much love I got for Bill Reiter. That I have a direct route from my house to this studio, but I literally drive in a circle just to avoid the call dropping so that call continues. So to me, it bugs me for sure. My whole thing about those calls too is when I say, I'm always like, all right, I'm in cell hell, right? You can't hear me. It's dropping. Do they get to hear my last words? I mean, when does it drop?
Dude, Hauser, there's a part of La Cienega when you're going only when you're heading sort of up the hill, going back toward the 405. So on the right side, it just drops out for 30 random seconds, but it depends what lane you're in. So I keep trying to figure out which lane I'm supposed to be in. It's almost taking people out to have my. There's a one spot on the 405 near the 105. It's just are we kidding?
And you know why it crushes me, right? Is because when I do it, I'm talking for 4 minutes, and I don't even know the person's not there, right? I'm like, hey, yeah, it was a cool day. We're talking about the Dodgers, the Rams, the Lakers. It was cool, man. It was like this happened, that happened. And I'm like, wait, hello?
So you're saying you're a talker, I'm a listener?
Basically, yeah.
That is the most BS thing I've ever said in my entire life, by the way.
Yeah, you're the talker.
I'm a talker.
Number 4.
Kyle Tucker in Dodger Stadium. And you hit on this. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. I'm kind of swimming this week. But just we know his struggles. We know that he has not played well. We know he's not lived up to the contract. He's hitting in the 7th spot. He hasn't even remotely been the floor raiser that you've told us the Dodgers expected. And you gave us the stats the other day, but just he's played the same number of games home and away. Here are the splits. Home runs, 2 versus 7. Runs batted in, 17 versus 34. Batting average, 204 versus 265. OPS, 592 versus 804. I mean, this goes on and on and on and on. Kyle Tucker at Dodger Stadium is a walking freaking nightmare.
Number 3.
AM radio and Sports Dog Radio. It's just the AM on it just sucks. It's bad, and it's you tried it like back in the day, 3-4 months ago. You want to listen to sports talk radio in L.A. You're driving around, right? Your cell phone's not working. You're stuck in the reception's out. You're stuck in traffic, and you turn on whatever sports talk radio station there is, and it's either some random guy from New York City or somebody who's talking about the Dallas Cowboys for 3 hours, and you can't even understand what they're saying. But you know what? We've got a solution for that. It's 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports on the FM.
Number 2.
Justin Herbert and pressure. Yeah. It's a bad duo. Justin Herbert's on both these. He made number 1.
That was tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So great home life. Great duo. He better not be on this list. He better not be on the top 50 bad duos in Los Angeles and Southern California come February. Because if he is, you might be at the point where the Chargers have to talk about whether he can make it work, whether he is the guy where that arm talent converts to greatness talent.
Number 1.
I love verdancy. I love nature, so it makes me sad to put on here, but I got trees and Kawhi Leonard. Tough duo. Tough duo.
I tried to add some extra ones so we didn't have any overlapping. So
you did?
I'm going to eliminate some of the ones that we had. So don't worry, we'll do this on the fly.
Do you want to tell me? That's okay.
No, it's cool.
Which ones overlap? Do you want to?
The Herbert one.
You did.
The Tucker one. I had Tucker in his locker.
No, that's good though. That's a great honorable mention still.
Yeah, good stuff. But we're ready to rock though. Do you want to give me your top 5?
Number 5.
Never going to see it coming. It's going to hurt me every time. I've got Dodgers fans and leaving games early. Okay. I understand coming to the game late. There's traffic, you're at your job. But once you get there, stay there. Stay there for the final out. Stay there if there's extra innings. Stay there to see Edwin Diaz come out to the trumpet. Stay there to see Shohei Ohtani getting at bat. By the way, I did have a friend who hadn't been to L.A. for a long time, maybe like 7 years, comes back yesterday, goes to his first Dodger game for a long time, no Shohei, so I felt kind of bad, but still, you get to see other stars, right? You get the Freddie Freemans, the Mookie Betts.
Dodger Stadium is a star.
Dodger Stadium, it is absolutely a historic landmark. It's the greatest place. It is blue heaven on earth. So Dodgers fans, it doesn't matter how early you leave. You're going to be stuck in traffic anyway. And if I'm a Dodgers fan, I'm enjoying it with my family, enjoying my friends, singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, hearing I Love LA when they win the game. Don't leave games early. You never know what you're going to see. I'll never forget, it was like Jim Gray who talked about how he left the Kirk Gibson home run and it haunts him for the rest of his life. You might see a magical moment. You might see a walk-off. You might see a no-hitter. So do not leave games early. Forget about the traffic. Just tough it out and keep watching the Dodgers.
Number 4.
I've got Lincoln Riley in the college football playoff. USC
look at the Bruin in you.
Needs to step up.
I love it.
USC needs to step up. They are a traditional power. They are one of the greatest college football programs we've ever seen. This is the program of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and Marcus Allen and all the greats that have made their way through that program. They should be in the college football playoff. They should be vying for national championships. Lincoln Riley came to this program. He was like a 5-star recruit, but he's given up 2-star results. So I want to see USC get to the playoff. I think they're I'm a true Bruin, but I will respect the fact that USC, they have their identity as a college football powerhouse, and they haven't been anything close to that in the last decade.
That's
Number
really good.
3.
That's a really good one, dude.
Okay, we'll get it equal here. I'll say Mick Cronin, who was on this network on this station earlier this week. I'll say Mick Cronin and banner number 12 and national championships. Mick Cronin has gone everything he's needed as far as resources and NIL money and the ability to get the recruits that he needs, has not delivered. Mick Cronin needs to find a way to bring UCLA back to national prominence, to hang banner number 12. He does a lot of complaining and a lot of finger pointing to the administration and things like that. Mick Cronin needs to win in Westwood, or they need to move on.
How can a duo be something that doesn't exist? How can something that doesn't exist be part of a duo?
Because that duo does. Because that's the duo is basically. I want to see that as my best, but it's my worst. Like it's elusive. He made it to the Final Four in 2021. They lost the game winner from Jalen Suggs for the Gonzaga.
No, I don't stat.
They're not a duo.
Don't stat spam me. Oh, that's what you do. It's stat spam me when you stat spam me because you have a very big, impressive brain. What? I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad at you. I don't.
Look, they're not a duo. They're my bottom.
Banner number 12. Like, I looked at, like, there's no banner number. They're not a duo.
It's mythical.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? I'm being a little bit of an exactus.
It's mythical.
I'm conflating. I apologize.
Number 2.
Bobby.
Number 2, and Bursch and I were talking about this one. Anthony Rendon in baseball. Anthony Rendon, the worst contract that we've ever seen for a baseball player. They paid him $245 million. He produced 3.9 WAR. Baseball is America's pastime. For Anthony Rendon, it's more like America's part-time. He barely played. He didn't produce. You have some players that hate baseballs, like Shohei Ohtani when he hits them over the fence and hits them hard. You have some players that hate baseball. That's Anthony Rendon. And LA is Rendon with him in this city.
Number 1.
Sticking with the Angels, Artie Moreno and the Angels. Artie Moreno has been an awful owner. You had the two best players on the planet, Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, at the same time, and you didn't even get to the postseason once. It's one of the worst things that an owner's ever done is to have two players like that and not develop enough pitching, not invest in starters in the bullpen and role players. Artie Moreno has a sleeping giant with the Angels. They've been awful. He's been terrible. I feel for Angels fans. They need a new owner. Artie Moreno's been terrible.
Loved it.
Well, you actually talked a lot of crap about the Mick Cronin one.
Well, I mean, that wasn't a duo.
Yeah, but it's the fact. Okay, how about this? I'll change it. Okay, Mick Cronin and UCLA.
Yeah, but bam.
Okay, there you go. Let's redo the whole thing. We start number 3.
Number 5.
Okay, Mick Cronin, the UCLA Bruins
Damn, you're
basketball
smart,
program.
bro.
There you go. Are you happy now? Do you want to give me your top 5?
What? I think I've asked this before. We are, what are we, 2.5 months into doing the show together?
Wow.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
At what point, Bursch, you too, does it make sense, and is there a comfort zone to do the top 5 and good and bad for each of us of each other? Things about each other.
I have a pretty thick skin,
December?
so I could probably handle it now, but I'd probably go home and cry, though.
Okay.
On the way home while I'm trying to call you with no reception.
You do have thick skin. I mean, like, it is really nice and refreshing.
You calling me thick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skinned, I think. Oh, no. Why did they say such accidental things? You want to do the mailbag?
Yeah.
We got some great questions. Yeah, bro. This show is we are flying by. That's the first time in this studio I've ever seen you look at the clock. Steve Mack and Reiter.
That's a diss.
No, was it? It means we're having so much fun. You're not checking the time.
Boy.
It's, like I used to work at Walmart, and I would look at the clock all the time. But when I was having a good time, and I was like talking to the guys, or I was, hey, let's put the apple cider up on the shelf, get into it, right? Then I wouldn't look at the clock.
Yeah.
Why was it a diss?
Yeah, it's okay.
That was just like, I thought we were vibing.
No, like I don't manage it right.
Never.
Okay.
It is time for your questions in the mailbag next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That is injury help to 40222. Happy Friday. Let's get it. What are you doing tonight? I'm
Tonight?
No invitations. I already got plans. I'm just being social.
Tonight, what's the Ryan Gosling movie with the Hail Mary?
Oh, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch that. I'm trying to get caught up, man.
It's good, dude.
Trying to get caught up.
Have you seen the trailer for Lanterns yet? Have you guys seen the HBO? Oh, it looks
I haven't seen
amazing.
it.
The Green Lantern kind of prestige drama combo at HBO.
I have not seen it.
It looks freaking awesome, dude.
Whoa. Got a little Dodgers Red Sox too, though.
Yeah. I'm going to my buddy Bruno's. We're gonna have some beers, watch the game,
Get a crush,
hang out,
Nice.
have a little pizza, little dude night.
Yeah. No, Fridays, man. I'd be loving my Fridays now. I'd be getting lit.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're getting
Crush a couple Modelo's.
getting hammered.
Yeah, I don't know. A couple Modelo's.
I'm imagine. Love it.
Couple of meeting 30.
It is mailbag time.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Swung at the ball 4. Ryder, Birch, and Doug, and Sammy. What are your favorite condiments on a hot dog? About to cook some for me and my family. So, you're not allowed to have ketchup. It's a sacrilege. So for me, it's mustard, relish, onions. But I'll do a Chicago dog when I'm there. Oh, I'm so hungry. Like a whole pickle or whatever you want to but never ketchup.
Dude, I do some weird stuff. I do just straight up mustard.
I'm down for
all mustard, just coat it in mustard, and then I flip the hot dog and I put mustard on both sides and I turn it.
Dude, my mouth's watering from this. Birch, what's your?
The best dogs I've had are the chili dogs at Pink's are phenomenal.
Oh yeah. There's a Pink's at the movie theater I'm going to Sunday.
Oh, there we go.
Going early.
It opened my mind to. I didn't realize mustard and chili on a dog. I never thought about that. Oh, it's so good, so good. And I had a Chicago dog at Wrigley, and that was incredible. That's one
those
of the
go
best
hard.
I've
The
had.
Fenway Franks are pretty good.
I think Chicago pizza's grossly overrated and not awesome.
Yeah, those are good.
But Chicago dogs, dude.
Those
They
are
put
bangers.
everything on it. Like you'll have a whole carrot or whatever. Like it's loaded. I don't really care, but it's like they'll take you'll have a whole pickle they just sliced and put on the dog with all the stuff.
Those are good. Have you ever had Up Dog?
No.
What's up, dog? What's up with you? It's Friday show. Go on.
You
literally your own face.
How about Sammy? What's she like?
Sammy, what's the move?
Like a classic LA. Okay,
We're doing it.
I like a classic LA street hot dog.
You're that
bacon wrap.
classic. Yeah.
That bacon's fire.
And mayo.
Yeah.
Onions and the jalapenos.
With grilled onions and jalapenos.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Fully
jalapenos.
loaded.
Just the smell of
Street
that alone
dogs are
is so
phenomenal.
good.
You know what I've never done? Because the jalapeno shout by Sammy, which is a great one. I love spicy food. I love Tabasco. I've never put Tabasco on a hot dog.
Didn't need either.
Bet it's good though.
At Arthur J's, I banged out some Tabasco on my oysters.
Oh, dude, we gotta rock Arthur J.
Muy bueno.
If we ever come into some money here on the old show, I don't know how that would happen, but like a bonus or something, we should just all go to Arthur J. Although, frankly, it's a little easier commute for me.
Yeah, right.
And the rest of Bursch basically has to take an airplane.
Yeah.
Where Bursch lives.
Get your passport ready.
Has to
Leave now.
fly to Manhattan Beach. We're doing the mailbag here. And the way this works is anytime you want to give us a comment, there are all the ways to communicate on the YouTube stream. Now I'm losing it. At the Fan LA, at the Fan LA. You can comment there. You can call us at 855-97-LA Fan. You can text Doug's personal number. It's just kidding. That'd be a funny bit though.
555.
Give away your number, one number at a time, like once a month. And you can also just hit us up on X at the Fan LA, at the Fan LA. Robert Wallace, my mailbag question would be, I know Skubal is the top dog. I know DMAC mentioned Green the other day. I'm intrigued by Green and his 3-year control. How about that trade? Thank you and love the show. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, look, Hunter Green has the kind of stuff that Dodgers look for, right? Big, high velocity, 96 percentile enforcing fastball velo. The sliders got beaten up a little bit, but they're great at optimizing that pitch. And as you point out, the team control on him, you're talking about $15 million, $21 million, then you get a really good club option. The Reds are listening. I think the great thing about Hunter Green is we talk about the star power, right? The Myles Garrett's coming here. Like, Hunter Green has star power. He really, really does. It oozes off him. He was one of the top prospects in baseball for a long, long time, and he's got that star power. He's from Sherman Oaks, was supposed to go to UCLA. I would absolutely take a flyer on Hunter Green. Even as a backup, they can't get Tarek Skubal, I would consider it.
DMAC and Reiter on the new 97 on the fan, the voice
Star
of
power
sports.
oozes off him.
I know. What? Okay. Yeah. All right. Chris Navarro he has a question, and then Ty Cobb Blends has a statement. So I'm going to combine these because they're in the same sort of sphere. They're in the Skubal sphere as we wait for MLB trade deadline on 3 o'clock on Monday, and the expectation Skubal will be traded somewhere. Of course, if that breaks any moment now or any moment at all, we got you covered. Chris Navarro, 165. Question for DMAC and Reiter. Do the Dodgers really need Tarek Skubal, or is Freeman doing what he does, hoarding aces for October, even when the rotation looks good on paper? And Ty Coblenz writes, we don't need Skubal, especially if it ends up being a rental for his services for the remainder of the year. I know your take, and I'm happy to hear it again, and you've made a compelling case. There is a large, I'm not sure large, but there's certainly a sizable percentage of Dodgers fans who don't want the guy, or at least don't want the cost associated.
They don't need Skubal. They don't. They can not get Skubal and still win a World Series, but it's keeping Skubal away from an opponent that you could go against, and it's also just the uncertainty of the offseason. So absolutely, do they need Skubal? No, they absolutely don't. But they also have a very rare opportunity, and that's to win 3 championships. You have to trade some of these prospects anyway because there's going to be a roster crunch in the offseason where you have to put some of these elite prospects, guys like Josue De Paula and Eduardo Quintero on there. But here's the thing. You probably don't feel like you need him now, but in the blink of an eye, you can need a Tarek Skubal because there's questions about everyone in this rotation. Even Yamamoto's pitched a lot, so I would much rather have Skubal than not have him. And the last thing you want to see is have him on the Brewers, which is your top team, or the Phillies, which is my top team that would concern me. So need him? Hey, we'll see about that.
By the way, I do appreciate you on the radio, on the show that my name is on with yours, on DMAC and Reiter, saying that I want Skubal to be a Brewer and saying that I love the Brewers, because you know what that does? That just reminds people when I say that you mischaracterize my takes.
I didn't say that. I said
that I'm being honest.
I said
we can play it back.
That
we can have the court reporter read it to you. I don't need it read back to me like I'm some kind of chump. Why the 2 orders, Colonel?
I was saying that that him be on the Brewers would be the worst outcome for you because of how good that team would be, that rotation would be.
He can play, dude, you understand how the tech works, right? Because earlier today we got the 5. You know that when you say...
Okay, do you think that I want him on the Phillies? I was just saying.
Okay, I'm just... You know that there's a playback capability.
I'm aware.
Okay. BL Boyd Dodgers writes... BL Boyd writes, Dodgers aren't ruining baseball. Other clubs' laziness is ruining baseball. Put in the damn work. We draft close to last as well. FFS, which I believe stands for fun stuff. Right? Yeah, I mean, right. I think we're all aligned on that, aren't we?
Absolutely. I mean, the Dodgers haven't had a top 10 pick in 20 years, right? I mean, think about how crazy that is. I mean, essentially all of their top prospects are guys they have acquired through international free agency or guys they've gotten via trades. They've scouted, they've developed them. So, yeah, for some reason, people want to punish the Dodgers for being great at what they do. They want to change the system because the Dodgers have really mastered the current layout of Major League Baseball. And the funny thing about all of this is they were one Miguel Rojas swing away last year, the 287th highest paid player in baseball. If he doesn't hit that home run last year, the Dodgers probably don't beat the Toronto Blue Jays. We're probably not having all these conversations. So I agree. The Dodgers aren't ruining baseball. They're running baseball, and they're doing it because they're great at what they do.
Tommy Alvarado writes, agree with you, by the way, Bill. LeBron didn't love L.A. enough to put his ego aside. Thank you. It's obviously my perspective. I think it is the right perspective. It is why that I said it. And everyone's entitled to disagree. And I love, Tommy, that you think that is right. And then last one, we started with Swung at Ball 4. We end with Swung at Ball 4. What are Reiter and Doug's top 3 tacos? Okay. Al Pastor. I'm gonna go I like a good fish taco. I mean, the fish obviously I'll take a good fish taco, especially if it's marinated in like some lime juice and stuff. Oh man, my mouth is watering. And then I'm not a big steak taco guy, but I had a steak taco the other day when I was up in where was I? I think it was in Paso. That was really good. So it's on the brain right now.
That's a great list. I would say for me, I'll go Carnitas at 3.
Can I take my steak off and put carnitas on?
You can, sure.
I did it.
All right, let's do it. Number 2, I will go carne asada. And then number 1, al pastor.
Al pastor is the absolute best on the face of the planet.
Yeah, look, that's
dude. I was in Mexico
I'm like
City.
starving now.
I was in Mexico City for the first time before we started this thing, like in February, and my buddy who's from there took me to like a 4 a.m. taco restaurant. I ate so many tacos. I'm pretty sure I blacked out from taco joy.
Just taco joy.
Taco joy.
Sending you to another level.
Mexico. Have you been to Mexico City, right?
No, I've not.
Oh, dude, my first life-changing.
Mexico City?
All-time great
The
city in the world.
Chapultepec?
Incredible.
I got to check that place
So
out.
close, dude. So close here. All right, so we got a new segment. It's very exciting. We're now doing the DMAC and Reiter A-hole of the week. We've done some nominees. We've done some talking. We're going to rotate each week who decides the winner. This week, Doug has graciously allowed me to choose, so I will tell you with Doug's help who the freaking A-hole of the week is next on DMAC and Reiter. Welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by TTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. Or text injury help to 40222. That's 40222. What a week, bro. You just said this to me. I'm quoting you to you now on the radio. Was that Monday when we did the LeBron show?
It feels like it was like 10 years ago, but also this week went by for like an hour. So, yeah, can't
Right,
really explain time anymore.
Dude, it's so warped now in this biz, in this job, that we are lucky to get to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Fireworks on the way, too. So
we have a new segment. It is the A-hole of the week. And the way that this works is that we're going to, every Friday at the end of the first hour, nominate a bunch of A-hole of the week nominees. We're going to chop it up, figure it out. We're going to have you vote and just sort of prod us, and every week one of us will be the ultimate decider. Doug very graciously said I get to decide this week. So the nominees are Infantino, the FIFA bigwig, Trevor Bauer for taking a shot to the Dodgers, Shams and Rich Paul for being full of it, Manny Machado, Tony Romo, Magic Pants, who's basically a stand-in for burner accounts, and the Dodgers. The Dodgers, sort of the crowd of the Dodgers running baseball crowd. The vote that sort of got the most votes was Infantino, the president. I know it's my decision, but I want to do it with you. Here's my thinking, and you could have walked me through where you're at. I think all of these people are very, very, very deserving. I usually like when I do something like this in the past, I would cross off names so I could every single one of them. Infantino, Bauer, Shams, Rich Paul, Manny Machado, Tony Romo, Magic Pants, and the Dodgers running baseball crowd. Any one of them are a great first A-hole of the week. What a list.
Yeah, that's
a A-hole of the week.
That's a lot of A-holes. There's some great A-holes on that list for sure. I would say, look, the burner account dude, he doesn't even, he doesn't have enough to even
we don't know who that
have
is.
his
Right.
real
That's
face
random,
on his profile, but we served him good earlier, so he got his.
All right, that's some random
or she
person,
or whoever it is.
Right, in his or her mom's basement, with the weight set and
probably
going
know
on.
him.
I hope not. I'll bring him back if I know him. Yeah, it's my neighbor.
Yeah,
it's my neighbor, Will.
Hey,
Will, why?
It's Bruno.
What? It's Bruno.
Hey,
Bruno, no.
we don't talk about. Okay.
I wouldn't even talk to Bruno anymore.
Nope.
I don't. Look, I'm happy to make Trevor, but Trevor Bauer's a loser. I don't want, right? Like I'm not denying the A-hole sort of.
Don't give him the spotlight.
All right.
I will say this: I really got into that FIFA story. Last night.
All right, so I always narrow it to 3 finalists. So if Infantino's a finalist,
he just looks like a villain, dude. Like he looks like a villain.
I think Tony Romo's got to be on the finalist list, right?
Yeah, I mean this is like the Tony Romo week, right?
Was that your nominee?
Yeah,
that's a good one too. But dude, Shams and Rich Paul, yeah. Manny Machado, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the Dodgers ruining the baseball crowd, even though it's a great nominee.
It's a good pull by Bursch.
I'm gonna go with 4 finalists. So for me, it's Shams and Rich Paul, Manny Machado, Tony Romo, and Infantino. You know what? Do you want me to pull the trigger? Or do you want to like workshop this together a little more?
I mean, I think the Romo thing is very topical, right?
Also, the winner of this, we call it a winner. Whoever wins being the A-hole of the week goes into the running for the A-hole of the year, which we'll do in the last show of the year, the last Friday show of the year, but you have to be A-hole of the week to be A-hole of the year. So
what are we down to so far?
Infantino, Shams and Rich Paul. I'll cross.
Yeah, I think
I'll cross them off.
Shams and Rich Paul.
Yeah.
I
Manny
mean,
Machado. So it's Romo, Machado, and Infantino.
That's a tough. I mean,
I know.
Sir, you drunk?
I didn't see the Machado thing. If I'd seen, I take that stuff personally because like
he was very dismissive towards reporters.
Yeah, I should be that guy.
But look, Manny Machado is kind of the Joker to our Batman. I think you could cross him off.
He's also going to present lots of opportunities.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going to be a staple on this one.
I think it's the head of FIFA, dude.
I think that's the call. He looks like a villain. Looks like he'd be.
He looks like a Bond villain.
He looks, exactly. Super shady. That whole story is insane.
It's if you haven't followed this, folks, basically it ties into the red card that got taken away and accusations of potential sort of corruption involving that. So, all right, on behalf of Doug does it next week. Thank you for helping me, pal. Congratulations to the president of FIFA, Mr. Infantino. You are the first ever DMAC and Reiter A-hole of the week.
A-hole of the week.
Oh, wait. What was that? Was that a message from Bursch?
Literally your own face.
That's amazing. That is so good. Do you think Skubal was traded before D-Fish and Decker take the airwaves at 6 a.m. on Monday here on 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports?
I think it's even one of those things where we wake up on Monday and we start to see things percolate early in the morning, and that's kind of how it takes place. Yeah.
You think it will?
I think I still got 9:16.
Oh, I forgot that.
Is it 9:15? I think it's gonna be the 9 o'clock hour in the morning. And I obviously, ideally, if I could pick a perfect time, it would be 2:05.
That would be, oh my God, let it.
I would take 2:05. This is going to be the place to be, though, because we are going all full-blown trade deadline, reacting, the after party, or I'm going to crash out if they don't get Tarik Skubal. So I can't wait regardless, but we're finally getting to the point where we're going to know one way or the other. Will the Dodgers get the biggest, most impactful player potentially traded, or will they be just, I don't know, fine with the 4 or 5 or 6 aces they have now?
Dude, I was about to say it. Hopefully, just as long as it's not the Yankees. And then I realized you put them at 2 on your list. And
I'll stand by it.
I was gonna push back, but then you yelled at me and said, shut your face, stupid boy. Shut your face, soccer boy.
I wanted to hear your list.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
You want to hear the list? You're talking about the list? I like hearing you.
Oh, you know no, here it comes again. I'm never ready for it, so. Do you want to give me your top 5? You know what's crazy? I was so twisted. I said like 2 words at the same time. I was like, you want to give me your top 5?
Yeah, huh? Soccer boy.
Soccer boy.
I'll do if we want me, I will do my list. If we get to the airwaves, I don't think we will, but if we get to the airwaves on Monday at 2:00 and there's no trade yet, I'll do mine.
Do you have a prediction? Do you have a prediction just like for fun? Because I've come too far to come this far. Like I can't go back now. I have to say him to the Dodgers.
If I was picking, I'd pick the Dodgers. If I was betting, right, so I get odds, right, I might. Like there's some value. I might go Milwaukee. Like I could see an organization like Milwaukee feeling a level of desperation and just thinking, how long are we actually going to be able to build a competitive team in this market? And they've done an amazing job. They're really well run. They're basically the new St. Louis Cardinals. But I could see them just saying, to bleep with it, let's go for it.
Yeah, I could totally see that too. There was a report, I don't know, I forgot, I think it might have been John Morosi, who was mentioning that they would be willing to absorb what's left of his contract, which would be around $9.6 million for this year. So the fact that kind of reporting is surfacing,
that's a great point,
does tell you that there could be a lot of smoke there. And look, if he goes to the Brewers, it's on. Let's go. Let's roll. But if you're the Dodgers,
you had them at 11 though on your sort of rankings of what you fear. You were just like, I think, and I have to pull it up.
The Brew Crew.
Did you say the Brewers aren't even a AA team?
They are basically a beer league softball team. Oh. Yeah, they're the Savannah Brew Nanas.
I don't understand the Savannah Banana thing.
I'm out. I mean, look, I went to see them practice for this thing. And, like,
were there people at it?
I mean, I need the real competition level. I'm not here to see some like WWE entertainment thing. I mean,
I'm not. See, I missed the WWE thing. I just didn't watch it as a kid. I don't get it. Is it kind of like the Globetrotters?
It is in a way. Yeah. Like,
are they playing themselves?
Yeah, they are. They're doing all kinds of dances and choreography, and like you got this dude on stilts.
They're dancing
fun.
while they play baseball.
Yeah, they do. It's really, really wild. Like,
there's a guy on stilts while he plays. I saw a lady today running on I don't know what to call it. It was like springs.
Oh, you did?
What?
Oh, really?
Why is
like
that
in
happening?
IRL, like in real life, like out in the world?
Today, yeah. Anyway,
springs.
Why? So a guy's like on stilts and he's swinging a bat?
Yeah, there's just tons of gimmicks.
That sounds, and I haven't seen it. I'm not making a judgment. I'm just saying it sounds really stupid. But maybe it's awesome. Birch, are you a Savannah Banana guy?
If you just like view it as like the Globetrotters or whatever, then
you would pay money, drive your car, park, battle other people, and sit in the ballpark to watch that.
I mean, those stadiums are really crowded, so probably not. But I don't completely despise the idea. I get it from an entertainment standpoint, but. Yeah,
I've been to the Globetrotters, Doug. I loved it. It was fun.
The Globetrotters, I don't know. The Globetrotters hit differently for me. I love the Globetrotters is just different for me because it's just like it's free flowing. It's nonstop. They're hooping. They're the personality. Like Savannah's Bananas like that too. But if I'm at a baseball game, I need to see them going 100%.
It's the same. Bananas are hooping.
They're not. I need to see them going at 100% at all times.
All right. I don't even know how we got onto the Bananas. But we did. We got there.
You saw a lady on Springs.
I did. It was crazy. She was like 62, and she was just running. And I saw her. She came over my left shoulder, and and she was so much taller than me. Not that I'm not tall, but she was 6'8". And then she's on these giant three, and and I was worried she was going to fall. She was bouncing. It was like a 60-year-old woman who was part woman, part bunny.
You saw Inspector Gadget or
Inspector Gadget?
Who was that?
How do you even know Inspector at your age?
Inspector. It's got a nice ring to it.
Like, do you just go home and just plug yourself into content machines? It's impressive, man.
Hey,
it's crazy how much content you take in.
Hey, I definitely get the content going. But really now though, it's you got Red Sox Dodgers tonight, man. One of the hottest teams in baseball. So I'm gonna be plugged into that.
Drive. Talk to me about it.
Hey, man, it's gonna be a big series. It really is. Shohei Ohtani back in the lineup. Can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be looking at my phone too. At any minute, if something happens with Skubal, so I'm gonna be on the phone.
I thought you were sharing
24/7.
randomly. You're gonna watch the game while you're on your phone. Like,
I'm gonna be.
You're a human in 2026.
Ready for that notification. Ready for that passing bomb. Ready to go crazy. But selfishly, I do want it to happen after this weekend, though.
Although if it does happen in the next few hours, there's no other place in town that will be live and local doing sports in any medium other than this place. James Coe has you covered live till 10 p.m. We are live and local every day during the week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Thank you for hanging. He's Doug McCain, my best friend. Thank you to Ryan Bershinger. Thank you to Sammy Medina. I'm Bill Reiter. We'll see you back here Monday on DMAC and Reiter.